Not again. Not again. I got that. How you doing, people? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you can bloody hear me. My microphone hasn't been very good recently, and it should be working. I think it is. How's our ninjas? How you doing? We're on a hype train almost, apparently. So, CGI Shadow, Lenicus Maximus, Ravicus Maximus, Tiffany with a resub, Flessicus Maximus, Blind Illusions with a resub, Tash, and Smooch. Welcome in. How you doing? There's a big spoiler in here. Shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. Get out of here so nobody can see. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. There's nothing to see here. Let's go all the way back to the beginning, actually, because that'll be easier. So, have you read the news? Did you? First of all, by the way, if you want to sub today, by all means do so. I'll tell you why. I'm leading, don't worry. We had a massive mega hype train last month, which was incredible. And I put my numbers up by a whopping 700 subs, which was fucking amazing. Thank you all very much indeed. However, that fell off today. So my sub goal looks a lot more ambitious than it was. Just the last paragraph, indeed. So, let's try and get back up to a healthy number. So then I don't have to go buy more noodles. I wish that was a joke. That's actually true. Skellington and Amber Daylight, thank you very much. Hype train o'clock. Where's the button? Can I change this so you get cheaper subs? Thank you very much indeed. Massively appreciated. Hype train level 1, 40% in already. Then we're going to talk about stuff and things. 4 minutes remaining. If you beat that level, we'll start the timer again. Now, depending on where my buttons are here, make this a moment. I don't want to make that a moment. 1,000 bits from Shadiest Maximus. Thank you very much indeed. The shadiest of the milkmen out there. You're an absolute legend, face. 60% into the goal. Thank you very much. You are amazeballs. Where's the button? I can do some things here. What's this? Chat, safety, monetize. What's this button? Oh, shit! That was mind distortion. Mind distortion. Thank you very much indeed. Massively appreciated. Bit and cake in the chat. You're an absolute legend. Thank you for joining. 52 months on the bounce. Woohoo! Unforgiven Car Park, how you doing? Squatilia, also welcome. There's our ninjas. James Bond, how you doing? No, I haven't suddenly... Ooh, that'll do it. Wow. Shady Milkman is not only up to 375 gifted subs on the channel, but he just dropped 10. Thank you very much indeed. People, I've got to get my subs back up. I made like 700 last month because of a huge raid train, or hype train even, and now today they fell off. Shh. Yeah, that'll do it. We can eat more than noodles, or at least we're getting there. Thank you very much indeed. Dark Seraphina as well, up to 621 on the channel. We do have several dead Dragonborn, so beware. This could be loud. Thank you very much. Mind distortion. Wow. 770 in total. Dark Seraphina and Mind Distortion are very close to each other. Dark Seraphina's on 621. Thank you very much indeed for the tea. That is the amazing Tony Silver. If you haven't followed her already, make sure you do so. Shout out in the chat, please. And Mind Distortion's up to 770. I remember once upon a time in a dark place on the internet, in the corner of Twitch, Mind Distortion once said that she's going to stop doing gifted subs when she gets to 400 because she was trying to make sure that she manages it. I'm just going to point out that it said 770. I don't think you stopped. I'm not complaining. Level 3 hype train. 4 minutes remaining, people. We've got to pick some subs up. We lost loads because the hype train from last month eventually fell off, as that will do. There was lots of gifted subs, but we're trying to catch them back up. Just didn't like odd numbers? That's a good one. Good excuse. I like that. I mean, math is hard. This is true. So, we'll start with what I was working on. And some of this is a little bit of oops. And then we'll go on to the stuff that you may have seen on the website today. Not necessarily my website. That'll be on there tomorrow. But what you may have seen on the forums. We'll get... That's a lot of gifted subs. Rav, what the fuck, dude? Fight. That's a dead Dragonborn again. Like 100% dead. Where's the button? Fucking what? Oh my god. Hype train level 3, 80% in, 3 minutes remaining. If you received a gifted sub from any of the gifters, make sure you say thank you in the chat. Rav is now up to a whopping, a phenomenal 6... No, wrong number. Start again. Rav is up to a massive 2,622 gifted subs on the channel. What a lunatic. We're now to 521. We were on 1,000 yesterday, but we lost like 500 or so. Actually, we're on a bit more than that. we lost the best part of last month's hype train. So this is a really good kind of push to get that back up there. That also fucking helps. Thank you very much. Holy shit! It must be nearly Christmas. The shadiest of the milkmen has just dropped a further 10 gifted subs, putting him up to 385, and he broke the bot. I'm going to try and weave in this Dragonborn button. Ready? Wait. Almost. Dre, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Shady Milkman. Okay, I'm done. Thank you very much indeed. Much appreciated. Hype train at level 4, people, with a broken bot. You kill the Dragonborn, it will become the Dragonborn. This is true. Let's go, people. That is helping a lot. Thank you very, very much. So, 4 minutes remaining, 20% in almost. If you beat that level, you'll start the timer all over again, and we keep going and going and going. I make more money. I don't have to eat noodles anymore. I'll still eat some noodles because they're quite nice. I also have tea. Oh, man. Reaper, how you doing? I haven't even explained anything yet. I've just turned up. Yesterday, I couldn't show up. I was too fucking ill. And then today, also, was close. I think we're fighting what is trying to be an excuse of a flu of some sort. It hasn't quite fully got us because we've been obviously working all the time, so I haven't allowed it to, but I keep getting shaky and fucking out of energy. Well, weak, not out of energy. I've got loads of energy. What the fuck? You broke the bot, and Amber Daylight has just chucked in some more. I'm going to try and weave this in. Ready? I'll wait for the music to finish. Ready? No, messed it up. I almost got there. Shady's 10 has just popped up, and Amber Daylight with another 10 now up to 221 on the channel. Thank you very much. Hype train level 4, 54% in. Bits and subs will move that bar. You have 3 minutes left, otherwise it will go and go away. The further we go, the more time we get. At least the bot wasn't broken the whole time. This is true, because that would have been a pain in the ass. So today, I'm going to explain what I was working on. So I just took the whole weekend to try and figure out, and we're trying to make sure that this would kind of function or whatever. But the first thing to consider is that something is not exactly as I expected it to be. Now, while there's going to be people out there going, I already knew that, well, I didn't, so I checked, and I found out that is disappointing. Okay, so, you know this pack here? Sorry, Zos, but it's true. You know this pack here? This isn't slander, by the way, this is just disappointment. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. See this? Combat training. Prepare yourself for combat with a dueling mat and power-ups. In this pack, you can set up a sweet space to practice your battleground mastery. We will come back to that in a moment. Woo! Brandon, thank you very much. You may know him as BCMBS. I nearly did that really fast. BCMBS 78. Thank you very much. That's a really difficult thing to say, rolling off the tongue right there. You broke the bot as well. And that is also a dead Dragonborn. Now fuck the buttons up. Let's fucking go. Brandon with 5 more gifted subs, now to a whopping 33 on the channel. Hype train level 4, 71% in, 1 minute 30 left. Bits and subs will count. I've been interrupted by the bot there. If we beat that level, we will continue. We've got to do it within the timer. If you do it within the timer, you get 5 more minutes to try and find out which button to press to throw more money in the chat.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker, to you as well. How you doing? Head like tea. Excuse me. Really good. Thank you very much. Pirate Valkyrie, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Dark Surfing just broke the fucking level. Thank you very much. Holy fuck balls. Getting the numbers back up. I lost like, I'm going to arguably say about 600 subs. Not because they stopped subbing, but because they were gifted from last month and they fell off. Now we're getting rent paid. Thank you very much. Level 5 has started. 3% in. You got 4 minutes to do something about it. Dark Surfing, here's the button. Just for you. Even as I ninja be like today, hope you have a good stream. Thank you, Goth. Much appreciated. Now, while we're continuing, you can continue with the hype train by all means. We want as many subs as possible because we've got to get back up to where we were, so everything's cushy for Christmas. But this today, I promise I'll finish a full sentence. Flessicus Maximus, another dead Dragonborn. Thank you so very much. Another 5 on the channel, up to 286. Also, Dark Seraphina's numbers, by the way, are up to 631. 631. Happy days. Lucky number and a 1 on the end. Excellent. Apparently, we don't want you to complete any sentences. Peon Grimm has just decided that for himself as well. Thank you very much. 125 gifted subs on the channel. Leaderboard must be shit in the bed right now. Oh dear, oh dear. Thank you very much indeed. Massively appreciated. You are a fucking legend. I need to remember. I need to message something actually. It will take a while to cache, but it is working. I spoke to Streamlabs today about fixing the fucking donation thing because Keeks has got more than what that says, and Bob has got more than what that says, and they're consolidating them. So now we actually get real numbers. The reason we don't is because they use different cards sometimes. And so it shows 2 entries, but they're fixing that and squashing them together. So that will look much more shinier. And also, Peon Grim, thank you very much. And Mind Distortion with the bits, thank you very much as well. Here is the dead Dragonborn button. I didn't press it properly. Someone got shot instead. Should try again. Thank you. Story will take you 2.5 hours. It's a good story. It's got tea in it. Now, this will give you... Remember, this said Battleground Mastery. Now, we all know what happens in Battlegrounds, right? You go in there, you fight each other, you get out. You have a team, you fight the other team, you get out. The area is PvP. And this can be activated in many different ways. Short range, medium range, long range. We'll go into here, and we'll read this. Obviously, you've got a power-up here that you can take advantage of. It's used for training or dueling. Training or dueling. Training, by the way, if they put that on the target dummy, you're going to get 170k DPS. It's fake. This here, same applies. Extra defense bonus. Speed bonus. Ulti. Great. Okay? Dueling mat in 4 pieces. Fuck knows why. But they labeled this as a battleground training setup. Now, arguably, these are relative to the battleground stuff. As you can see, they say battleground. And this is a dueling mat for some reason, even though they said battleground. The description then tells you, pair it with a target dummy and bring your training sessions to the next level, i.e. put a dummy in there. Taking advantage of battleground buffs and a dummy in there. Okay, let's just underline what this looks like. It looks like when you stand in this and activate certain parameters, ranges, whatever, that is where you can fight in. It looks like you would simulate a battleground. Regardless of what it does or doesn't do, does that sound correct to you? Does it sound like their intention? Does it sound like the way you would read it if you were to buy that? Streamers being renamed, so I never complete a sentence. I finished one. I ended up with a question. We'll also take more subs in the next 1 minute, otherwise the hype train's going to go down. Today is the day that will be remembered as I had almost finished the story. Almost. That would be how I read it. That's how it sounds, doesn't it? So, my intention... and I'll demonstrate what I've done. My intention was to offer something rather unique. Now, everyone's done dueling tournaments. Everyone's fought 1v1, blah, 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 blah. But that's, to a certain point, is kind of dull. Because you're going to end up with 2 people that are tanky as fuck fighting each other for about 15 years in a hole. So, if it was to simulate a battleground, that would be great. Because as soon as you land on the map, you activate PvP, right? You don't. So the plan was to have, if it worked that way, to have like 3v3 specifically. So it's one less than a battleground, so you can't have the same setup. You'll have to consider how to comprise your group. And there was going to be the intention of having an actual publicized tournament once a year. That was the idea. And the winners at the end of this very, very well-structured tournament with commentators and all the rest of it, like a proper fucking esport, was going to go into the extra round at the end where they fight in a final. Thank you very much indeed for the gifted sub. Massively appreciate Bit and Cake in the chat. Hype train is over. Feel free to still throw subs, bits, and money. I do not mind. But the hype train is now successful at level 4 completion. Show off your emotes. So anyway, I had structured and prepared a full community-wide tournament. So that the rules are very different to normal engagement. It wasn't a 1v1, which is obviously easy to fucking make boring. It wasn't a 4v4, which you've seen many, many times before, and everyone has the same structure and already a composition that they like works. It was deliberately 1 less than 4 and more than 1. So that way people would have to really think about how they comprise their groups and see if anyone does the same. And there were rules. There were lots of rules, so you couldn't just be 3 fucking tanks. And yes, I know that sounds broad, but that was the case. Then I found out what they really do. Because, yes, I'm sure people already knew this, but I did not. So, the plan was... I could probably still work this in a dueling thing, but that kind of defeats the object. Blue team over there, red team over here. Okay, they're both the same on both sides, but we'll just go red team just for the sake of it. They all get prepared in here, and they rough each other's shoulders up and all that kind of stuff to get ready, and they come in here. So, one team comes in this door, and it gets shut behind them. The other team comes in that door. As you can see, blue and red. What does this mat actually do? Ooh. Ooh. It's ready. Guess what it does now? Fuck all. Nothing. This is your visual guideline for where you could stand if you were training for distances in your fights. That is all. It is a mat that you turn on. So that fucked the plan. I tried getting everything set up for a period of days, in fact an entire weekend, so that I could take the next step, and I had obviously overlooked something very, very sad in that this doesn't do as I thought it did. So it's just for children, which is fucking boring. Why do I need a carpet in 4 pieces that gives me a visual aid of distance? That is very restricting and not even actually full range. Why? Anyway, let's pretend that wasn't broken or terrible. It's not broken, it's just shit. It's a terrible idea. Let's pretend that wasn't the case. Red over there, blue over there, 3v3, everybody fights each other, winner goes through the next round, etc, 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 over a long period of time, over a period of a weekend, once a year, and that was going to be set up on the website with spreadsheets and all the stuff that you love and enjoy, news panel across the middle, and commentators and all the rest of it. Then, once they're done, as you can see here, they cannot get to each other's sides because the doors are locked. You can't get through that. They're both locked, both sides. Both sides are identical. Anyway, after it's finished... Oh, there's pretty stuff too. You can't get to the other teams, you can't give them shit. Anyway, where the person in charge would be, here, with a dolman that is obviously activated for the fight, which looks mega, and buttons that would come in through later rounds, you know, like semi-finals and all that kind of stuff to make it a bit more messy. This was going to be the main arena for the fuck of it, right? Then, once you had finished, the winners... There'd be a big song and dance about it. This is the only way through here, by the way. The rest is blocked. Would go through here. And the audience that were participating in this particular event will be able to come through with me. They can only get through if I press this button. They can't get any other way. And while down here would be where everybody... This isn't finished, and it's not going to be now. This is where everybody would get their food, and they've got craft and stuff and all the rest of it. The point was for the team to be ready here. And they go all the way down there, and that is the final arena. However, that little wall or bridge there, once I pull that back up, nobody can get back on. You can't climb it. You can't get back up there. So that was where they were kind of fighting to the death at the end. That was the final arena. So you had one major arena in the beginning for the big tournament, and one all the way over there. Maxi pad bridge, yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what it looks like. And unfortunately, because that mat doesn't function in a way that I had anticipated. So yeah, you can put the boo-boo on me. That is now void. So that was what I was planning. So, dear Zos, would you like to revisit that mat and just allow people to be PvP active on it? So we can actually, and I'm going to quote your own description in the actual item here, battleground train. Because nobody's battleground training in a 1v1. I'm just saying. The only way to fight on that mat is to put a fucking banner down and say duel, and I can do that here. You're not giving me anything I don't already have. You gave me the buffs from Battleground, but you also gave me the 1v1 scenario. Which, when it's 4v4 or 4v4v4, sorry, but that is not what I expected from this. Am I wrong? Not wrong at what that does. Am I wrong in thinking that that's exactly how it sounds and that's how it should be? Now, I'm not strong-arming anyone here. I'm just saying what I see. I'm wondering if other people think the same. It'll be interesting. 100% correct? That's how it looks, isn't it? And if that was a thing, and they ever do that, this can happen. It's already ready. That has so much potential. Appreciate your decorating on that. I was going to go so much further, but I had to do some testing first. I did some testing with the ninjas the other day. Got here and found it was a massive sad, and the only way you can fight is to actually put down a banner. Thought the same about the house when it was released, so... both that and the map was slightly disappointing. Yeah, if they made this area here, inside this dueling arena, or this fighting arena, whatever, active as soon as you go through the gaps, the doors, whatever, that would be perfect. And there's so much potential for guild-based PvP that is not tied to a fucking battleground or Cyrodiil instance. Boozai, let's go fight in Mirror Castle. I'm sure to beat the person I'm looking at. Pretty much. Read it the same way. I don't PvP, but I have a house that could be a guild house and consider buying that. Thanks for testing that for us. Ask for those crowns back. The thing is, these are still really cool, but in the description it says use this for training or for PvP. They're encouraging people to use this on a target dummy. Have you seen how elevated the numbers are if you use this on a fucking target dummy? Bear in mind, it's not a real buff that you get in content. You get it in Battlegrounds, yes, but you don't get it in PvE. And people are hitting target dummies with this motherfucker and get 170k DPS and telling you that if you don't get 170k DPS in a target dummy fight, then you can't join the trial. That's where the fake numbers come from. Shit like this. Anyway, that aside, this is sold as a battleground experience, and it's not. It's a duel. Very different. In here, in my opinion, I don't know why the fuck you made it in 4 pieces. We can handle a large carpet. Don't make jokes about that. That's not what I meant. This could have been just a furniture item. It didn't, I mean, it is. It didn't need to be in 4 pieces. Don't know why I decided to cut it like a pizza. But not allowing this to trigger PvP, I'm not going to say misinforms people, but I'm going to say you worded it incorrectly. Speaking of things that are worded incorrectly. You know, because I'm scared of saying what I think. Did you read today's forum post? Bear in mind that is vague and relatively broad based on actual information in there. All we know is that they are hinting, they're not even hinting, they are moving forward with some more combat changes after we already had 3 years of combat changes. That was promised to be the end of it. Did you read them? Even though we don't actually know what's next. We know which order the class changes are coming in, but we don't actually know what's happening. Did you read it? Okay. Good. Yeah, mind distortion. I'm going to put that there. The other day, someone was trying to bait me out in the chat. They were being a twat. And they decided to try and put words into my mouth. And then they said that I don't say what I think because I'm scared. But they've obviously never watched a stream before in the last 8 years. They've obviously not even seen the shorts that are from live stream where I'm shouting fuck Reddit and telling them exactly how things really are. Obviously, they don't know me at all. They don't anyway because they're strangers on the internet. But that post, let me be safe about the way I answer this based on my current position. So, I'm not going to be someone that shouts and screams and says, oh my god, the game is fucking ruined. Bah! Follow me into my new game because I don't want to play this anymore. Because that's what most people that are failed content creators do. They tend to shit on something and hope that the community moves with them. No, that's not happening. Odin, thank you very much indeed for the sub. Massively appreciated. It is a growing trend for people to jump on the ESO community, start streaming in it, get their numbers up to where they want them, and then shit all over the game and do something that they really want to do. Okay, it's power leveling. No, that's not happening. I have been a founding member of the stream team ever since it first came out. That's what founding means. And obviously I'm still going to support the game because it's all part to do with my content. I still like it. But while I understand that they are addressing certain things and they need to support changes and all that kind of stuff and keep up to date with whatever is and whatever isn't, I would argue strongly that the wording that has been dusted into that particular statement, or kind of blended in, is not helpful. I'm looking forward to changes, obviously, I always do. We'll see what they come up with, but I don't think the wording was helpful. I think, unfortunately, fuckboys that complain on the internet all the time, that don't really know what they're talking about, have got to people because of social media shouting, and some of the words they use are now in the mouths of the people writing, and unfortunately, while it sounds like you're relating to the audience, which there's nothing wrong with that, in this sense, I think you've catered to the wrong kind and missold your original design. The original design was any class, any race, any role, which is a fact, and we've proven that on this channel for years. Every single class is capable of every single role. The wording, my questioning about it, is that they've stated that you will be able to play any class with any role. Or any role with any class. Which admits that you couldn't before. And the word viable has been used incorrectly, saying that things are viable for this, that, and the other. When they already are, it's just a buzzword that people use to try and dismiss something you're using that they're not. So it feels like it has been tailor-made for the noise rather than the community, in my opinion. Looking forward to seeing what happens, yes, but I do think better wording is necessary for something as, what's the word for it? Precious as that subject matter. And when it comes to class identity, and I'm going to be honest here, if you can't tell the difference between an Arcanist Beam and a Dragon Knight Whip, you are deliberately being ignorant. There are two words that were in the article that saddened me, and that was one of them. Yeah, the wording has been tailored in such a way that it speaks to the noise that is heard. It doesn't speak to the actual people that rely on the game's original design and philosophies. That is my take from that. Am I against changes? No, of course not. Things happen. We'll see what happens. We don't have any information. That's a fact. We don't have anything to go off of apart from speculation. We can just make it up. So, we'll see. Not mad at the idea. I do not agree with the wording. I do think they could have done that better. They also dropped in the N and the M word. I know. As soon as I read that sentence, the rest of it's fine. As soon as I read that sentence, I was like, what the fuck? Which person in the community are you talking to right now? Because there's a lot of people out there that have just been told that you couldn't play any class, any role, when we know full well you can. It's very clear to me that someone else is speaking outside of the ones that are usually doing so. Does that make sense? So no, I'm not mad at the idea of it. I do think they could have voiced it better, though. Can we play Conan Exiles that? No. I'm still doing ESO stuff, dude. I'm not going anywhere. I just think they could have worded that better. Of years and years and years of supporting it and years of reading patch notes and all the rest of it, I will say if I see anything that's a bit and that is a bit embracing the change has been a constant in this game and always has been better. Correct. And I feel that they hired one of their meta bros to write the article. I don't think that the article was written in a way that speaks to the actual larger proportion or even the overall community, generally speaking, that understand the game and its intentions and its complexities. I think it's speaking to the noise to try and calm the noise down. It's as I'm gonna get told off for this, but it's very clear. You know what? I'm not even gonna say that. I'm gonna say it a little different. It feels like it's written by a corp rather than a person. Does that make sense? It feels like someone is trying to relate too hard to a certain mindset and not just delivering information. Anyway, the one thing that I didn't understand, and I'll ask Zos about this. Obviously, they can't tell me just yet because we'll have to wait until the next patch notes, whenever the fuck they are. But the one thing that, and tell me if I'm being negative or just honestly, openly spoken about this. This isn't my feedback. This is my take from that particular page. I have already given feedback, and that will remain private because I don't think it's very professional to write down all my feedback and show the audience so they can strong arm a company. That's not really fair. I've already sent my stuff to them, but the wording I think could have been a bit better. And the one thing I didn't understand, and this is how you know as a different person talking, is they underlined that a new DK passive or skill or whatever, because we don't know the details, would be called Avalanche. You underlined it class identity, and Dragon Knights of Fire, Fury, and Earth, and you've used the word Avalanche, which everyone knows is to do with snow, which sounds like a warden. Dear Zos, and I mean this in its sincerity, and I mean nothing bad by it. Check your staff and make sure they understand the game. That is all I'm saying. I hope this works out. We will see. I'm sorry, but DK's Fire, Fury, and fucking Rock. You can't say Avalanche. That's Warden. If we're going to argue about class identity and it being confused, you just confused it. At the moment, I know a big green beam or whatever color you want it to be is Arcanist, and I know a wicked backflip whip is a DK. I can differentiate between the two. I know that you're using two different classes. You start putting a thing called Avalanche on a Fire class, you're going to have this opening all back up again. Landslide maybe, not Landslide would be good. See, this is where it makes sense, and this is why these discussions need to be had. So if they said Rock Slide or Landslide, see, that's valid feedback, and that would help. Then we'd be on the right track. But whoever thought Avalanche was a good idea needs to reevaluate what the classes are for after writing about it and just consider that that might not be the right word. You see what I mean? My My conflict with it is not the concept. That's not what I'm complaining about. And it's not even a complaint. It's an open statement. My words that I'm using are not about the concept. It's about the wording. Some of the words, and it's a good job I did this because I can segue straight into it, much like this, is confusing. So I know that was probably vetted to shit, and the algorithm probably loves some of those words, but I do think when they're going to deliver something as important and as impactful as a vague message like that, they do need to make sure that they're very careful with the way they word it, and I don't think that was done in a way that makes sense to a lot of people. Anyway, short version. Yes, looking forward to it. Who knows what's going to happen. Better words. Oh, dear. You can't have avalanche. You can't have avalanche. Avalanche is a skill for Frost, by the way, in Warframe. Landslide would have been my suggestion, indeed. You can't tell a community that's been playing the game for 11 years under the premise of play your way, and then use words that make them feel like you couldn't do that before, and everything they've been doing is fake. It's a little bit... You're making out that people are crazy all along. I know that's not the intention, but that's what it looks like if someone reads it. And I'm sure many people looked at it and thought, hang on, I was told I could do this, and I've been doing this. So it obviously works. Why is it now going to work? Been away for a while. Life got in the way. Taking a week off work. Leave request said, I know got a new build. See you in a week. Rob, you're a legend. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you for the bits. How you doing? I did see you join Patreon today. Thank you very much. You will get early access to the new build video. Yes, of course, I'm still doing ESO content. This isn't a statement of me leaving. This is fucking bullshit if anyone even thinks it's anywhere close to that. Just concerned about the wording of the new information being released. Rob, you're a legend. You're going to see a Nightblade tank very, very soon. And this is when someone goes, yeah, but it's going to fucking change, innit? We don't know when it's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen to it. Welcome to the dark side, indeed. Join Patreon. Was it yesterday? Or the day before? Yesterday I couldn't stream. I was fucking knackered. But yeah, just to confirm that people understood what I said. Does it sound like I'm bashing? Or do you understand that I'm just concerned about wording of things in general? For the sake of the community, not anything else outside of it. I don't give a fuck what happens to my own builds. I'll adapt. 3 and 6 inch, foot long, and all subs tonight, Zion Ninjas. Slay Demon, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Definitely not bashing. Thank fuck for that. I was so confused. Avalanche here is translated to a word that means one of snow. Yes, because it's snow. Or other materials, but Zos is English, so that shouldn't influence your stand. Yeah, avalanche, I mean, look it up. It's fucking a landslide of snow. Sounds like you are concerned about word and not negatively at all. Good, thank fuck for that. Because I always have to check that I'm actually coming across as I intend, rather than people misleading others into saying I said something else. You heard it. No, only joke. We said yes, man. Poke fun at the idiots that really don't know you. No, this is true. Of course, I'm going to be careful how I say it. I'm not going to outward bash a company on fucking internet. That would be dumb. That's what stupid people do when they try to power level content create and then fail in a ditch really, really quickly. But they got a cool takeaway once. No, 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 no. It's your career. That is on the line. You have to be very careful about how you talk about big companies. But I will still voice my concerns in a way that makes sense. We'll see. Outside of that, if you've heard loads and loads of people complain about subclasses and identity and all the rest of that, about what is going, listen to the word, going to happen, we simply don't know yet. We just know they're revisiting it. And that should make people happy at least, or hopefully. Hi, Zion Ninjas. How you doing? Olympian, welcome to the stream. You built a how the game is designed. Whoa, what the fucking hell? This motherfucker just dropped $250. It's more than that, isn't it? $250 in fucking subs? Slayer Demon. What the hell? Oh, wow. God forbid you're a human. I appreciate you also admit disagreement sometimes. Of course I do, but then... Well, you have to... First of all, if you received a gifted sub from Slayer, make sure you say thank you to the gifter. What an absolute lunatic. You are now up to... Let me find my fucking mouse. You are up to... 776 Mind Distortion. He just decided to go up and level 1 past you, I think. What a bastard. Thank you very much indeed for the gifted subs. You're a fucking legend. Heard you drop your sub last month? Oh, I did. Because last month was a massive, massive hype train, and we went up to like 1,100 subs. And today, it went... And they all fell off. So, yeah... ESO community have been very, very fucking nice today. Well, Ninja specifically. And dropped like 100. So that's banging. You're a legend. So is Rob. Wow. Robicus Maximus. All the way from Patreon now he is. 67 in total. Thank you very, very much. And that is a dead Dragonborn. We're pressing it. Oh, yeah.
Headshot.
You know the rules. People to fight starts again from scratch. If you kill the Dragonborn, you'll take their place to stream. I'll have to kill you instead. Thank you very much. What was that noise? No, you don't like odd numbers. Rude. This is true. But yeah, I've been the same for the last fucking 9 years. And anyone that claims otherwise hasn't ever watched a fucking show. And it's that I will look at things from all angles. For and against. And obviously look for a solution, because that's part of the job, is problem solve. And that's why you get so many different builds to solve problems that people have. Like Cheat Code, for example, was to solve the issue that people had in solo content, that they had something that had loads of DPS and no tank, or all tank and no DPS. And now they've got a balance of the two, so now they can stand in stupid for longer and give them more time to think about getting out, rather than just being one shot or not being able to kill anything. It's all problem solving. So when it comes to stuff like this, even patch notes, I'm very open-minded when it comes to that stuff. I'm not going to say, this is shit straight away as an absolute, because that's fucking stupid and naive. But if there is a problem, I will carefully state that problem. The problem isn't the idea, it's the way it's worded. Much like this fucking map. Give me a map that allows PvP as soon as you stand on it. Or change this arena for everyone that bought it, so that this triggers PvP for as many people that jump in. Make this a fucking mash fest. People that jumped on the hate trains are now irrelevant. Not to name names, but we see it. Yeah, and they never take responsibility for the hate trains that they cause, and then they disappear as quickly as they appeared. And it recycles every fucking year. Did you and Tony get married? If so, congratulations. Yeah, we did. 100%. Your approach speaks of active... Oh, your approach speaks of active brain cells. Don't tell people that on the internet. Apparently I'm thick as shit. It's so much easier for people to believe I'm thick as shit based on visuals and the fact that I say fuck all the time. You know fuck is efficient, right? Tiny shields make shields big again. See? I had a video about that. Fuck is really efficient. Instead of me looking for a really long word that the majority of the internet wouldn't understand, and isn't in my vocabulary anyway, it's so much easier to say fuck it. About time as well. Thank you very much. Don't be dead, Claw. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Where's the fucking buttons? I had to redo my stream setup recently because it broke. And I had a haircut, and it's fluffy as fuck. Bouncy, bouncy. You can't see it very well on camera because the light does stuff, but it's bouncy, bouncy. I have an awful mixture of my mum's wavy, let's call it wavy hair. Her family's Scandinavian, and my dad's fucking Afro. He's Nigerian, although English born. And that mixture between the two is such a mess to deal with. So I decided, after a little influence, to try and keep some of it before it all goes fucking grey. So it's doing all right at the moment. I'm still weirded out by it. It's like a sheep, except not quite as tight as others. It's just fucking strange. If it's too long, it'll just fly around the fucking wind, like a scarecrow. I'm good, but cold was stolen by taste buds, so I can't taste coffee. How's you doing? Dude, we've got to be careful on fucking coffee, because I think we had too much of it. Take the haircut. Thank you very much. I'm keeping this shit, though. It has to go off the sides. Confuses the shit out of people, because in the winter, I lose so many shades, because I work indoors all the fucking time. I don't go outside, unless it's dark. So you lose vitamin D, like, badly. People are like, are you sure you mixed? Like, yeah. But your hair's brown. Yes, and so are many mixed people. But your beard's black. Yeah, I know! You don't need to tell me this. I'm aware. I think it's the first for me. The sheep. Dude, it is. It's fucking weird. Thank you. What did I get to? About time as well. Thank you very much. It's hilarious. It's like, oh, we saw you in the summer. You're browner in the summer. Yeah, of course I am. I go outside. All I need is some sunlight. I don't need to get burned. Just need to have the vitamin that most people actually have on a daily routine. It's fucking hilarious. So I can play different roles in a movie, different times of the year. Or if I go outside. If I go outside in the snow and it's sunny, I still look normal. Normal. Not Casper. But I put too many hours in this dark room without the light on to have a healthy glow all year round, I'm afraid. So, tough. This is my winter coat. Claw, are you getting back into games, or are you still looking after poop now? Claw has been on babysitter duty for the last 5 years. I don't know if that calls him... Dude. I just have to ask. Since you babysit for the last 5 years, does the kid call you the babysitter or dad? I think Glow is a ghost aura. We live in fucking snow anyway. Mind you, that should reflect, so you should be alright. Whoever brought the t-shirt yesterday, by the way, thank you very much. I saw it pop up on Discord. I had my stream stuff open because I was doing stuff in the background. And I needed to use that as speakers, believe it or not. And I had a ding, and someone bought a kid's t-shirt. Fantastic. Did you hear the good news about ESO? Of course you did. I've already spoken about it, Easy. I'm done with that bit. You have to rewind the stream. How you doing, by the way? Welcome in. Of course I did. I knew about it a couple of days ago, but I was under NDA, so I couldn't, or under embargo, so I couldn't really say anything about it. So, anticipating the release, so to speak. I probably won't make a video on it. Because you've already heard it from other people, and you've already heard it from me here. But you will get an article of it on the website. That'll be probably tomorrow, so you can read up on that. And it won't be feedback, that's for Zos. But it will be underlining what's happened, and a couple of thoughts on there from that. Thanks, bro. Cooking food and shit. Nice! Well, today is one of those days where I'm just chilling in my house, apparently. I was demonstrating what I was looking forward to, and then how it failed. But that's all part and parcel. You wouldn't believe how many builds that I work on for weeks that actually end up not working as I intended them to, and they get dumped. Or failed. I can't go over it all again, because there was a lot. But if you watch the VOD later, if you've got some time, and go to like the first 10 minutes of the stream, I explain it there. I was planning on a very well thought out and produced overall tournament once a year. And it's not the normal kind. It was going to be fucking amazing. But there are some features in the game that prevent it from happening, so fucking fail. You'll be interested. I mean, you'll be sitting there going, oh, why didn't that happen? It would be great, because I had all the stuff ready to go. But, yeah, it can't happen. So, now we're going to do something else. Anyway, some people have seen the house, which is amazeballs. Which character should I be on? Different one. This is popcorn, by the way. Put popcorn in the chat. Sucks, though. It does. I took the weekend trying to prepare everything so that I could reveal it. And then I found out that some features that I had anticipated working in a certain way do not. So, I mean, partially that's on my fault, obviously. Partially it's down to the wording of what the item is. And partially it just sucks. Maybe I'll find a workaround at some point, but I definitely don't want to go down the fucking dueling route, because it's boring. You can do that anywhere. There's probably 20 minutes. We'll keep letting him get one word in at a time. She's probably right, actually. Easy. I think it was about 20 minutes in, because they kept dropping subs on me, which I'm not complaining about, by the way. I lost like 600 subs, because gifted subs fell off. And every time I tried to talk, someone rudely gave me money. So, it was a long sentence. It's a joke, by the way. Damn, GG's. Oh, dear. It's been one of those days. I literally got on the fucking stream almost like Rocky. You know when he's outside the ring and he's sort of huffing and puffing and punching, getting ready to kind of psych himself up before he goes in? Yeah, that's me before the stream today. The huffing and puffing is because I ran up the stairs. There's a lot of stairs. Do I want to sell these? No, I want to deconstruct them. I do Maelstrom. It's always fun, isn't it? It's not fun. Nobody ever says Maelstrom is fun. VMA in the chat if you want the guide. Or Vatishran. Ooh, we could do Vatishran. That'd be cool. Let's do that. That was my favorite content in the game until they introduced the Infinite Archive, in which case that took over. It's banging. Where the fuck are you? Oathsworn Pit? No. Never done Vatishran on this dude. Maybe I didn't hand in the quest. Here's the thing, people. Is it Vatishran or Vateshran? Enjoyed your random dungeon stream VOD from the other day. It was so good to see some pug stuff. Thank you very much. Bear in mind, so this is for your benefit and mine, okay? Now, I released a video not that long ago, about a year ago actually, saying that the live streams were moved from private, because there's memberships you can get on YouTube, and streaming on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time was a fun experience. It was a lot of extra work, but it wasn't necessarily helpful for the YouTube channel. It took a fucking great dump because the live streams themselves don't do that well. But people still need to see the content. So I switched it, went back to the old version where I, instead of saving them in a membership system, I just upload them. Which does take a lot of time. There's loads of stuff to do in between. There's loads of stuff that you have to manage in order to release it, just like any other video. But that was more beneficial for people to watch in their own time rather than catch it live, and then it just never generate any traffic, so people didn't know it was there. That in mind, I fell behind a bit during the wall, And there's a lot of streams that haven't been uploaded. So I posted a post the other day saying I'll get back to the daily posts, the daily uploads. There's going to be a gap. There's going to be a gap in time. I generally don't delete streams, so I probably will hide them in the membership system somewhere just in case people really want to watch it. Let me finish. But I've got about 16 streams of me grinding the wall. Be honest, how many people want to actually see that? Be honest. I'm not offended. Do you want to see me upload stream after stream for the next 16 days and every single one of them be about me grinding the wall? Bear in mind, a couple of those streams, nothing worked. PTSD, no, it's okay. That's what I thought. Yes? Don't fucking say yes! One's enough. We all experienced it, and if you didn't, you can do it again. That's great. But I don't think you want to watch 16 days worth of me doing it again. So, those particular streams will still exist, but I'm not uploading them soon. I'm going to catch up with the other stuff I'm on at the moment. The ones that wouldn't want to see it until the wall is relevant again because they said it's come back. Fair enough answer. See, what they'll do is I'll move that over to the people that really want to watch it stuff. So you won't see it unless you're a member there. And then once the wall is relevant again, I will open them so they are publicly searchable. That way, I don't clog your homepage with loads of shit you don't want to see, and you will still eventually be able to search it and find it just in case you wanted to. That's the easiest way for me to do that without you getting alerted 16 days in a row of the same, I'm going to say it, old shit. Because while it was fun, that's... Do you want to watch me... I'll ask a serious question that is relatively similar. It's not a bash on the game or the content. Do you want to watch me fish for 16 days? Nobody does. Do you want to watch me farm lore books for 16 days? Nobody does. So, instead of giving you the same bland content over and over and over, while every single stream was fun, and there was loads of engagement with the audience, and there's lots of stuff to talk about, I don't think you want to see me do that over and over again. Did watch a stream where you noticed it was bugged, was amusing, that you smart and knew that shit was broke and did well enough to try and entertain. You saw that? Oh, fucking hell. That was a moment. Fish, please? Shut up. Completely real. I don't ever want to see that wall again. Mind Distortion watched one of the most embarrassing fucking streams ever. Yeah, that was me put on the spot. That was improvised stream 101. Fish 16 days, please? No, get out. How you doing, Drag? Welcome in. Yes, let's get Master Angler. Dude, I won't even get it. I won't even get it. My RNG is so fucking bad with all the buffs, bonuses, group stuff, synergies, if you can get them. Magic fucking wells that you can wish down and throw pennies in. Chuck the bear in as well for good measure. And, of course, the champion point stuff. You guarantee I won't finish the fucking fishing. Guarantee I won't get it. A little bit grinding on all 20 characters. Already done it. Although I got 19 because I deleted one. I've got characters all over the servers. Every single server. Which one am I on? Bet. Good. VVH in the chat if you want the guide. I'm probably going to die. I haven't been in here for ages. Okay, that's a lie. I have been in here a lot on cheat code, but I haven't been in here on BFG for ages. Thank you for the link. Oh shit, I nearly fell off my chair. Not with that attitude. Anybody ever done that? Where you lean on the desk like this with your elbow, right? On the desk or on your arm of your chair, and you misjudge it. And you try, you haven't misjudged it quite yet, but you're trying to leverage some movement, right? You lean on it to pick your ass up off the chair, to shuffle along to get comfortable. And you slip and nearly smack your face on the desk. That's basically what I just nearly did. I did that handlebars thing where you slip on the pedal and your handlebars are fucking, like, elbow steering. That's crotch brakes and elbow steering. Is the audio feedback for the Arcanist still janky? Unfortunately. Not all the time, though. It tends to be when a DK's in the room. I know that they haven't necessarily discovered this, although I've mentioned it a couple times. It seems to be whenever there's a Dragon Knight in the room. I don't know what that has to do with it, but that seems to fuck up the audio. Or a Dragon Knight subclass. Has been super clumsy, it's hilarious. What the fuck am I? Stamina, aren't I? So I want to go for this one after this one, so I need to go the blue one first. Used to push my elbows off the table if I was leaning them while eating. Oh, Nan used to. Yeah, we used to get that shit. That's funny. Of course, DK. Yeah, that's where they're approaching those ones first. But yeah, it seems if you're solo or in a group, if you've got a DK in the room, it seems to be cutting out some of the audio. I don't know how that coincides with it, because I don't write the code, and there's over 27 million lines of code, over 15 years worth of development. But that is something that tends to be a bit of a trigger at the moment. Why am I killing these like this? No, bring them all in. Did my bear kill the fucking things? He did as well. Thank you for the follow, by the way. This is why I have good posture. I don't. You tired? Mr. Macon! T3 sub 90, count them people, 90 months on the bounce. That is fucking incredible. Thank you very much indeed. Shout out to Mr. Macon in the chat. If you haven't followed him already, make sure you do so. Mike, I didn't have a rant, but I did have some words about the stuff and things. If you didn't see it, watch the first 20 minutes of the stream later. I think I was very fair. Done Crypt the Heart 20 times today. Haven't gotten the lead for Bloodlord's Embrace. You'll get it. Is it from there? Put website in the chat. Go to the Mythics page. Or just search in the search bar. Bloodlord's Embrace. There's... The leads are there. Maybe I've got the right one. People be loyal. God damn. Oh shit. Yeah, 90 fucking months is incredible. He's also in my stream team. Aye, stop it. I'm going really slow today. Fucking hell. Stop it. Meow. Holy shit, he's melting. I don't want to kill you too quickly. Because this gets awkward really quickly. I said quickly twice in 2 sentences that are too close together. Check my grammar out. I said grammar, not grandma. Fucking weird people on the internet. Splat!
I love winning.
Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Bye-bye, Splat. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. I don't want the loot, don't care. Meow. Don't you dare stun me. He's fucked. Should be one up here somewhere. 7, 6. No, we're good. Did I kill everybody? Oh shit, my bad. What points there? Interesting name. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, my food ran out. It's an interesting name. I'm glad people have a sense of humor today. You're gonna fucking need it. I'm faster than you. Ah, I bashed. Disagree. Over here, please. That's a lot of enemies. Fucking beam got cancelled, rip. Fucking interrupts. Nope. See, that's the problem with the beam. Is you forget that you have to turn it off in order to block and interrupt and all that shit. You gotta be careful. Do you mind? We still call them Twig for short. Twilights. Call them what you like. Twiglets. Can't reach him. Fuck it. The bear should be on him, but he's not. Oh my god, hi Kest, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Long time no see. Very long time, actually. It's nearly fucking Christmas. I think some of that's my fault. We've been really stupidly busy. As always. Ah, I fucked that up. That took too long. Welcome in. I'm in the... Where the fuck am I? Forgotten the script. Vatishran. Vatishran Hollows, that's where I am. VVH in the chat if you haven't been in it before. And if you have been and you need help, all you need to know is in that video. How the fuck are you? Put up a chair. I'm beating up bad guys with an Arcanist. 8 seconds. 5, Done. Happy days. Are you still playing ESO? I have to ask that of people now. You never know. Hard to tell. Mind you, there's so many fucking games to play at the moment. I mean, there always are. There's always more. But it's hard to split your time with them all. That should reach. Terrible. Didn't reach. Get him, bear boy. Don't you dare heavy attack me in the back of the head. 3, 2, 1, dodge. No! Yeah, but So kind of logging on, saying hi to people, and that's it. Fair. I fucked it again. Disagree, I pressed it. You saw my character activate it. I've wasted like 2 or 3 minutes doing absolutely fuck all squared. It's going to affect my score really badly. Kill it, bad boy. Any more? Nope, we're good. Whatever I get, take 4 minutes off it. Just doing daily crafting and logging off for the longest time. Been doing that on June while I wait for the update so we can carry bases from one place to another. Because since I know it's coming, I'm not playing. It's that mid-patch blues shit. You know something really awesome is going to happen, and you're relying on it, so you're like, oh, I'm not going to play it until it happens now. That's the risk of knowing about stuff way too early. Thank you for the link. BFG in the chat if you want the build, by the way. Do the thing. Do the raw. Missed. Wow. Can't even get excited about cereal. I mean, there's some cool shit coming to it. But there's a lot of what's next, what's next. It's tricky. Mark JPVVA, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Have a ninja button. Oh, it's not working. That could have been so much faster. After the last 2 events are kind of dead. New life, it's always the longest. I really like the Mage, not Mage's Guild. I hate the Mage's Guild. I really like the Witches Festival and Jubilee and Jesters. And Undaunted to some extent. Outside of that, New Life is fun, but it's kind of you logged on at Christmas, you jumped in some cold ice. Well, cold causes cold ice, not warm ice, is it? You jumped in some icy water. Cold ice, don't fucking quote me. Never hear the end of it. It's true. You log on at Christmas, you jump in the ice, you go, yay, look at me, I'm wearing the Baber's towel. How many people are doing the same as me because we're all cool? Which is fun. But I don't really log on that much over Christmas, apart from streams, because I'm busy doing other stuff. So it's great for people that are just joining it, and it's great for people that want to get those things once a year, but most people during that time of year just kind of log on, get their shit, and log off again. Just activate it on Christmas Day and then leave it for a week. Could be, unless they do bring back the wall event. They are. I say they are. That's loose. They're reintroducing the fort. So the actual fortress itself. Not the grinding of the camps and all the rest of it, but the actual fortress, the instance. Which was fucking obvious anyway, if I'm honest, because you don't make something that fucking cool. Because it was a very fucking cool place to fight in. You don't make something that cool and then just dump development time by getting rid of it. So it was... I know that they've said because of X, Y, and Z, but I think, if I'm honest, I think they were going to rebring it or re-release it anyway. Because that is a lot of development time to spend on something they're not going to use more than once, and that is not efficient. That's how games generally work. Which is how I predicted the Necromancer in the first place before anyone even knew it existed. And if you don't know about that, look up the forums. Years ago. But honestly, don't pay attention to most events anymore. I'm looking forward to Christmas Fashion Pack. Those are cool as fuck. That's very true. The thing is, I'll still get it and just log off again. Not because I don't want to play the game, but because I'm not going to be playing any games. I'm going to be getting fucking hammered. I'll be eating all the food and drinking all the drink. Same can be said for all games. Wow. So much detail in it. Yeah, the fortress is fucking insane. And fighting enemies that big when we've been asking for large enemies for a very long time, pretty fucking cool. That save for examples was also added in. Oh, indeed. Oh, man, what happened? I fucking died. I never die in here. Well, there goes my score. That's what I get for reading. Done. That's the first time I've died on live in Vatstrand Hollows for like 2 years. It sounds really entitled, doesn't it? Don't look left? Yeah, pretty much. Beat me to it. I don't know what the fuck happened. Maybe I stood in that for too long. I wasn't looking. Or, here's a controversial possibility. I've been on cheat code so much in testing before I released the video that I was comfortable standing in that. Obviously, you can't on other builds because they're not supposed to. Cheat code is supposed to. Put cheat code in the chat. Oops, sorry for getting dead. No, I was on a different character the last time I was in here, and that one can stand in stupid. So I think habits die very fucking hard. I had to test it heavily to make sure that the average user wouldn't have any trouble with it. And yeah, I kind of got lost there and forgot. Rip score. That's my 600 gone. I think I got the 600 on Venom, actually. No, it was on Off Balance? Maybe Off Balance was my 603. It was ages ago. You know what? I've not taken cheat code in here. It was designed for these places. Might as well loot stuff now. Heavy. Go. Health. Score's fucked now then. Bye. They're one of the world buzzers and easy sources on the cheat code over the weekend. Nice! Dude, they're not easy. Well done. Get 2 minions first, then aim at this fucker. Daedroth must not die first. Fucking rip. If he does, you don't get the points for the other ads. The mechanic they use in the wall, but the fire instead of ice. Yeah, see? You notice it. That's the fun parts. When you see stuff that is in other places, and you're like, oh, that's the thing. So they do that on purpose, or at least the original design for the game was the devs do that on purpose. And they want you to feel like you're smart. Not gaslighting you into thinking you're smart when you're really not, or anything like that. They mean to encourage you to discover stuff and retain information on other stuff and see the relevance or relativity between the two. You want to make sure that you see something that you're familiar with at the same time as seeing something that you're not. Part and parcel of design is 90% what you already know. And that's the same for any form of visual design. So they often put stuff in there that you're familiar with, or should be, or maybe could be, and then they kind of mix a little bit of spice in there. That particular one was exactly the same mechanic, but ice. Or cold fire. Breadcrumbs as such, exactly that. Breadcrumbs is more leading you to understand something new, or something that's coming soon. But the design elements are to teach you to retain stuff, but then also learn new things. And it does make you feel smart. Because you feel like you discovered something, which is part and parcel of why people play games in the first place. Not just the fun elements of it, it's discovery. Especially in an MMO. Years lately. Yep. Boing, boing. I got more health this time. How ironic. They give me loads and loads of health, and it's the first time I've died in forever. Like, here, have some more health. Thanks, Dad. Breath is coming in 3, 2, 1. Get out the fucking way. Cheat code can stand in this. I can't. Woohoo! Tested and shown in the video. You can literally fucking stand in it. Do the thing. Fucking hell, he was delayed. Yes, I was anticipating a mechanic that he should have already invested time into, but he didn't. Fuck it. Knocked me on my ass. I do like that you can take potions in between channels now. That is very fucking helpful. This skeleton isn't very helpful. I'm not trying to kite him. I'm trying to get out of stupid. Bear died. Oh my god. Rip. I actually went back and did some of the story and didn't finish, and there's a lot of badass bosses that you find in the storyline really could put into Infinite Archive, especially elsewhere story. Some of them are. Mind Distortion, little spoiler. Some of the Markov stuff is in the Infinite Archive. They've got a mixture of story, world bosses, dungeons, trials, and arena bosses in there. And recently, I say recently, it was last year actually, fucking hell. Their last update for Infinite Archive before the reroll and stuff. They added 10 more bosses. They got a lot of stuff in there. And that's got room for improvement. They can always add more to it. If they decide to, given their recent changes, we'll see. New people pressing buttons now, so who knows? Don't kill him first. If you do, you won't get points for the ads. I say ads loosely because he counts as kind of a mini-boss. If he wasn't a mini-boss, they'd all be counted as trash. Not to be rude, but that's what they are. Ads are extra or additional enemies inside a boss fight. Inside a boss encounter. Trash is just a big clump of enemies that have nothing to do with the boss. Technically, he's a gatekeeper. And again. Stupid bear. I am gonna go and get the stamina buff. Because why not? No, Pumbaa. He decided to chase the bear this time. That's handy. If you don't know the secrets, they are in the video, but I'm about to show you one. Now, you do have to have the fire buff first. So you need to make sure that you've already done the fire round in order to come here and do this. Because now you're immune to the lava. The bear's not, though. He's going to die. Bears like that don't normally die in content that is group-based, but on your own, they are susceptible to fucking everything. Hey, he lived! Wow. I love how he's like, oh, ow, ooh, ow. It doesn't hurt you, mate. You are immune. Drama queen. It's so dramatic about something that isn't actually happening. Yogi's a beast? Fucking is. Have you played... You've played Quiver, haven't you? Dude, Quiver's insane. It's like the Yogi build, except easier. Even the damage application and output is the same. The only thing you don't have to do is drop a bar swap and a volley. One of your favorites. So while both builds are perfectly capable of all content, and they're designed to be capable of doing that, they've been tested. Quiver's just easier. What's not to like? Same damage output, less stress. Same design, almost. Same idea. Just works. He's gonna try and stun me straight away. Thank you. Oh man, my fucking buff ran out. Whoops. Turn it off for a minute. Back on. I love that attack. Fucking two big guns. One's just epic, with subclass even better. Oh yeah, definitely. Get off. Get off! Trying to heavy attack me from behind. Missed. Ha. Don't you dare change. Don't you dare change. Son of a bitch. Why interrupt my beam? Why? Why would you do that? Get dead. I lost a life, so it's already ruined. Now I've unlocked the grapple. Yay, go me. Oh, stamina. Hello. Remember his best. Oh dear. Yes, you need to read the news channel in Patreon so you can see how funny that really is. If you get time. It's interesting. First build I made of yours was Nature's Bounty. It helped me transition from DPS to a tank, even though it's not easiest tank to play and it's still my favorite. Nice! See, I thought you liked Dark Soul more, so that's where I would have got that wrong. Nature's Bounty is a fucking solid tank, but it does take a bit of practice to get used to the fact that you are going to have to heavy attack a decent amount of the time with your ice stuff in order to maintain your resources. Which means you need to know the boss fight in order to take advantage of windows of opportunity. More than viable in all content, but you do have to be aware of the mechanics first in order to make that really shine. But if you can get to grips with it, it's fucking solid. Doesn't bring any buffs. Well, first of all, it does, like infinite brittle, and amongst other things, including breach and all that kind of stuff in area of effect for both minor and major, as well as other stuff too, including permafrost and shit, which is brilliant for keeping people alive. But the amount of damage it does that shit for you. So instead of like buffing that one dude that's dead all the time to give him an extra 5k DPS, you do like fucking 50 yourself, if you stack stuff. So you do it for them. The balance is there. Really enjoyed Nature's Bounty and Infinite Archive. Yeah, that's insane. Dude, that's what Tempest was for. Nature's Bounty and Tempest, both side by side. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Tempest is basically Nature's Bounty with the seats taken out and a NOS tank strapped to it. Very, very similar builds, but with a different design in mind as far as their role is concerned. But using very, very similar items of gear. Stats are flipped. Stop it. Change. Thank you. Oh, fucking missed. I was blocking. Disagree. Dark Soul is up there. I'm a bit better with... A bit bitter when they nuked the laser tank. Ah! But have you seen Dark Soul when I changed it? Because that is now stronger than a laser tank ever was. They had to change the mechanic of it because that wasn't intended. They let us have it for a long time and then eventually fixed it because it was an oversight that they just let us have for a bit. But yeah, not Nature's Bounty. Dark Soul is fucking tough as hell. Where the fuck is the bull? Oh, not this again. Oh, of course. Come here. Should have stayed on the other platform. I think that's Adrea's favorite tank off the channel is Dark Soul. He uses it all the time. I mean, he uses almost more warrior a lot, but Dark Soul is like his dungeon and trial choice. I need to revisit it because I did so much content on laser tank for sure. It's solid. Adaptation is key, especially when they make dramatic changes like that that massively affect the way you might play. And yeah, that was a good one. That was successful. It went from one patch to another very, very well, regardless of what they had essentially done that had affected the build. Notice I said that they had done that affected the build, not what they did to the build. Because they didn't do anything personally to me. It was just a side effect of the changes. But yeah, they changed the set so it now heals you based on damage done on the initial hit. And it still applies a taunt if it's a charge or pull. So all pulls become real taunts rather than those pretend slightly softer ones that run out and you can't overlap. So you can overlap it. And also the charge, the ability was changed to actually taunt. They changed it. So now, if you jump, you taunt anyway. And if you are using the Tormentor set still, which you can still use, the initial hit heals you. You could argue that the hit isn't very large. Well, the initial hit is area of effect, so it calculates all the targets you hit, so up to 6, and all the damage combined gives you the heal. So if you want to heal on that build and get into a group really, really quickly, you just charge in and heal off the fucking lot. Disagree to targeting you, why else would you get aggro? Yeah, this is true. I'm going to do a risky tactic here just because, 1, I always do, and 2, I've lost a life anyway because I fucked up. Took too long in the tunnels, lost a life, took too long on one of the bosses. This is going to be a shit score in comparison to what I would usually get. There you go. My excuses are out the way now. Excuse me. Yep, pull them all. I'm circling so that they can kite round and get all bunched up together. Perfecto! That's what we want. Bear in mind, if they all hit you at the same time, you are dead. Now watch her do a fucking electric boogaloo voodoo dance. Listen to her in the middle when she's doing a little backflip crab. She is. Watch again. Sorry if I missed something you were working on already done. Is the next, or has the Flex build been updated or up? Flex is up to date, dude. It's perfectly fine. I'm not going to kill those ads. No need. Meow. Bye. Oh my god, I'm running so slowly. Through the class article, like I say, is good. Yes, but did you read the wording? That's what I went over earlier. The idea, cool. The wording, yeah. So what you really mean, was you just confuse people that have been playing for 11 years. Run, run, run! He died quick. I've only got one skeleton in the room. That's handy. Voodoo dance. Well, thank you. You are welcome. Bye. Everything you need to know about this fight is in the video. VVH in the chat. There's even a written guide. Yes, that one's getting a makeover, as is the entire website. I'm working on... If it was by the hour, I'm working on potentially $500,000 worth of work. And I'm doing it for free, so you're welcome. It's going to take me about another year to get everything done. I'm about 6 months in so far. It is getting there, don't worry. Some of the pages are already done. Most of the back-end stuff is already done. Have a look, you'll see. Go VMA. Put VMA in the chat. That will give you the most recent kind of visual as to what to expect from the All About Mechanics series. And put BFG to see the most recent overlay, or overview even, for the builds. Those 2 pages are done. Many others are done as well, but they're the easiest ones to get to because I've just said them. And good sir, you are most welcome. Pull that first. Get near this fucker. Tag him up. Flame breath. Don't stab in that shit. I knew it was going to go to the right. Had to, didn't it? Bye. You can get turned around in there really easily. I'm not killing the ads, fuck them. This could have been so much better. Take off about 4 minutes. You go the route of, hey, I can refresh my character so I have something to do. This is true. Yep, you can adapt. Or people will throw their hands up like quit. Well, we don't have any actual information as to what's going to really happen. It was just a vague overview of the plan. But some of the wording of it was questionable. That was actually pretty quick. Score was horrendous in comparison to the time because I wasted time. I'm gonna do it again. That's fun. Gonna go. Good night. Gravy, thank you for watching. Massively appreciate being cake in the chat. Thank you very much. When you're toying with words like viable and all classes will be able to play all roles, when the word itself, the first one, is broad because it depends on the subject matter and who's fucking selling it, and the second one, you're telling people they can do something that they've always been doing, or are you confirming that you never could and everything they did was a lie? Gotta be careful how you release information like that. So regardless, interested in seeing where they go with it. Deal. I pull old lazy swip. Good deal. I'll pull old lazy tank out. I've been playing my main, which is several builds. Lazy Sork, Bobby, Wolf, Mike's, not a high elf, and Easy Sork. Nice. The new Easy Sork? Easy, did you watch the beginning of the stream, or are you referring to what I've just spoken about?
The art needs to hear what I have to say, my friend. It is
Boing.
imperative we speak.
Mind Distortion, if you haven't seen it for a while, the Easy Sork has been updated. You have updated it? Excellent. I've got to wait 5 minutes before I can go in there. I'll go kill something. Didn't see much red skin because sitting in traffic. I'll read more thorough later. You're good. Where's the world boss? Or a Domini thing? Power Storm. Bit and cake in the chat for anyone who wants to leave the stream, by the way. Gravy's had to leave us. Got shit to do. You about class, but still didn't get the point. I heard you about the class, but still didn't get the point. Did you hear me just now, I mean, or did you re-watch the beginning of the stream? About 20 minutes in, maybe. 10 to 15, I guess. Maybe. Good to know that all the... You did watch it. Okay, so there's a section regarding... I did already explain this. There's a section regarding the intention and the reason behind the changes. But the wording that is used makes it sound like the plan ahead is something that we couldn't do all along and we always could. So the any class, any race, any role is something that the game has sold itself based on ever since its first release, and something that we've always been able to do. And they're underlining in that message that we will now be able to do that. Which is a little confusing to people that have always done it. We've always been able to. And things that are viable, the only people that say things are not viable are people that make up their own decisions based on something that they don't do or don't want in their group, outside of what it actually is capable of doing. So you could have something that's capable of doing all the content, but someone uses the V word and all of a sudden it's a taboo. They've catered to certain types of mindsets in that particular sentence rather than using words that would speak to a larger audience. That was my issue. The idea of it, we don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. Looking forward to it. But the wording I didn't like. You mean all metal will be viable? Yeah, which is what? Do you see what I mean? Doesn't make any fucking sense. And especially from a developer's point of view where they've said that there isn't one because there is too many choices. They've always sold that there's so many choices that you can always use. Never be a one best or one size fits all because there's always another way to do things. And then the new wording, bit of a backpedal. So, looking forward to whatever the fuck happens, but delivery is very important when you're talking to people with pitchforks. And subclass have made it even more crazy. They did. And that's the thing. It's fucking cool. But when they're arguing, and I don't want to go too much over what I've already said because I've been there for 20 minutes earlier today. But when it comes to class identity being a buzzword, because that's what it is, do you know the difference between this and a DK whip? Because if you do, that already right there is an example of identity. How something looks or feels. Looks, actually. That's why you have ID cards with your face on it. But anyway, we'll see what happens. I'm not going to open that discussion again because I've already been there for long enough today. But I went over it at the beginning. We'll see what happens in the future, and I'll obviously keep you up to date as and when I know stuff that I'm allowed to say. Read that part already. Can I go in here yet? Under 300 you can go in. Got nothing to kill. Everything's dead! Can't even kill this butterfly. Deeps are too low. Look. Meow. Nothing. Zim the Bard, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Shout out to Zim the Bard in the chat, please. If you're not following already, make sure you do so. Boing. I get some more food. Meow. You have to make beam sounds when you do this. Crazy. You will get more DPS. I don't know when they implemented that, but it's true. It was turned into ASOIF, got books. Author made a world so complicated he can't write himself out. It's good. The tune you made that walk What was the class you did for that again? Tina made for the walk. Which walk? The Jester? Oh, the wall. Oh, that one is not finished. Fuck me. I think it was a sorcerer. Doing well, so I hope you're well as well. I'm getting there, dude. Lacking that's wrong. I'm not lacking energy. I'm lacking strength. I feel fucking weak as shit all the time because we're fighting some form of illness. I'm not sure what it is. There's like the flu without the face stuff. Like you still get headaches, but no sinuses, no throat or anything until first thing in the morning. But that's due to loads of other stuff going on. Shit in the air. But been a bit ill. But apart from that, working on it, dude. Keeping busy all the time. Working a metric fuck ton on the website, as I keep explaining. Once it's done, see some other stuff. I've got some stuff in the pipeline that you can't know yet. We'll see. Yeah, mind distortion in Secret Ninjas. Prod me about that particular subject matter. And, I don't generally, you know this, you've been there for years. I don't generally have discussions on what I'm working on. I tend to Dropbox it almost and just chuck in all the information. That's one I've forgotten to chuck in information about. That is going to be a different build. So there you go, chat. You got a spoiler. There's a sorcerer coming at some point in time. Okay, move. I'm going to go. Thanks for streaming, Zai. Catch you later. Kess, thank you for joining. Much appreciated. Bit and cake in the chat for anyone who enters or leaves the stream. You're a fucking legend. I also traveled to the wrong place. I wanted to go to Vatashran, not the stupid way shrine. Also, can we have way shrines in our house, please? Because then it will stop us paying loads and loads of money to leave our house to give the magical gold fairies gold. Let's go again. I need to repair, though. Imagine all the cool stuff you could make if you could actually put way shrines in your house. Apart from the fact it wouldn't cost you gold to leave your fucking house. Because nobody gets that gold. We had this discussion before on stream. It would be really cool for people's building skills to introduce something like that. You pay money for way shrines in your house? Me too. No fucks. These will work better than that fucking PvP map. Bought that fucking ages ago. Just never really put too much in there. Same? Yeah, it'd be cool as fuck. Need to repair. What am I sitting down for? Lunatic. Oh dear. It'd be sick. It would. How many crowns would you pay for a way shrine in your house? I would argue, but at most it'd be worth 5k. If they existed, how much would you pay? It'd be worth a target dummy, wouldn't it? 5k? Yeah, same. 3? 5k? 3 to 5 would be good. That would be fair. Imagine how much gold you would fucking save. Because we all do it. We don't go out the fucking house and run through, I don't know, Gold Coast or wherever the fucking house is. We don't go running through there. 1 crown? You tight fucker. Why? Because you bought Pokemon again? How you doing, Vigix? Literally own Mormoth Keep to travel outside and literally a shrine right there. Otherwise, I'd totally pay the 5k. Yeah, indeed. 5k for me is an NPC that follows you. Yes, but also the target dummy is 5k, the big one. The small one's 3k, and the Munda Stones are 4. So somewhere in the middle. The NPC's worth 5k all day long. You mean the merchants and shit? Dude, merchant's the best thing you'll ever buy in the game. 5k for a merchant that runs around with you, if you choose to release her, or him, or whatever the fuck you've got, budgie, cat, whatever, to not leave loot on the ground. Fantastic. Not Pokemon this time. Surprise me, Vigix. Surprise me. What are you playing right now that prevents you from playing ESO? Tim, get the fuck out. 10k? 10k? Have you played ESO before? Dude, the only thing that's 10k is a house. If anything was in the house as a furniture item for 10k, I'd tell him to take a run and jump. Hope you never work for the Crown Store. Poor Zim. Oh dear. Savage but correct. What, mind you, if he takes a cut, he'd be doing well, wouldn't he? Do you know what players would do if that happened? They'd Jar Jar the fuck out of it. Like, simple as that. As soon as it lands and it says, 10k, way shrine, might give up instantly and just fuck off. That would be what kills the player base. 10k for a fucking way shrine. Dear oh dear. Hyrule Warriors. See, I knew you were playing a different game, Vigix. I knew it. I could tell. My crystal ball was correct. Fuck is this? some extra stuff from the archive. Brilliant. Guilds will offer it, though, through guild houses, though. This is true. But you do know that that would bring... this sounds really controversial, I know. But that would bring back people's houses. Now, before anyone loses their shit about it, hear me out. When housing was first introduced, and you couldn't have enough gold or crowns to buy a house, didn't you go to your mate's house all the time? Yes, you did. When everyone had a target, one person had a target dummy, didn't you go to your mate's house all the time? Yes, you did. Now, everyone goes to their own house. When was the last time someone visited your house, apart from if you put it up for voting on the housing system? Not very fucking often. I go to Paul's house to use a Mundustone because I'm not buying them. That's it. That's the only excuse. Outside of that, I don't go to people's houses. Go to my own guild hall only. See? It's got to the point where things are so accessible and in abundance that everyone has their own tucked away little hidey hole, which is good in one sense, but it lacks community involvement in another. Now, the introduction to housing kind of tours, very fucking cool, but it's not enough. We need more cool shit that not everyone can afford, so everyone goes to that house again. So we do want something very, very expensive that only one person can buy, so they can all go to that house. But it's definitely not a way shrine for 10k. Definitely not. If you had like food buffs you could buy that's unlimited, like get 30% extra health P and one-handed, and you could put them in a house. Food or drinks would be awesome. Maybe like shops and shit for buffs. I mean, that's very EverQuest when it comes to having a timed buff. Not a bad idea though. It doesn't have to be very expensive, but a variety of them. I see what you mean. I mean, that would be kind of cool to some extent, but then the only problem with that is they'd have to scale that versus some of the content, and they'd have to make sure that it doesn't transfer into PvP. So it disappears if you go in Cyrodiil. In PvE content, it's not going to be an end of the world, but there would be the default then that you have to use that or else, and then people would cry pay to win because it will actually give you a stat increase based on money. So they'd have to be very careful how they go about that kind of stuff. But since food and potions is still one of those kind of outlier situations where they haven't really adjusted them versus classes, combat, etc., etc., I would anticipate some food and potion changes in the future that give us some of that stuff. Because the amount of different recipes we've got for that right now that are all fucking the same, or that are not redundant but very rarely used in comparison to what the average consumer would normally use, it wouldn't be outside the realms of possibilities or imagination for them to start introducing new benefits from consumables. Make you go to different houses and more buffs. I mean, it would, but then eventually everyone would just have more, wouldn't they? We can't win. We're stuck in that situation now where if it's like, hey, add this, because then everyone will go to your house. Or maybe an XP bar of sorts towards some form of achievement that increases the more you visit somebody else's house, the longer you're in there. Perhaps that. Something to that effect. That would be very hard to balance and very hard to introduce, but something along those lines. Something where you get something for being in somebody's house that might encourage other people to go to other people's houses for longer. And then the more popular one will have more people in it. Rested XP. Yes. Like that. Collected rested XP for a venture. That would be... that would work. Because that is an XP bar that you gain for being somewhere for longer. And that is something that you could benefit in content that doesn't count as pay to win and doesn't give you an edge on other people whatsoever. It just gives you something back. Yeah, that would work. Not your own house, though. Someone else's. Rested XP in someone else's houses if they have... no, not if anything. If it's just in someone else's house. Because then you and your trials group might go to a dedicated house and all go chill out there, get some extra rested XP before they do whatever the fuck it is they're doing. It'd be cool. One of the things I suggested a long time ago, don't know if they're ever going to do it or not, who knows, is imagine this is your house door, right? They did this in EverQuest fucking years ago. It's an instance. Your instance is in there, someone else's is in there, etc., etc. But you click it and you only ever go on your own. Now, the only way to go to someone's house is to travel to their primary residence or travel to a tour that they've released. What they had in EQ was if you click on the door, it shows you a list. Your house and every friend or guild member's house that is open for you to view. If they did that, more people would use the main map to go to the door. So the zones would be fuller and more active. And also more people's houses would get seen because people would get curious outside of the tours themselves. Is it used somewhere else in other games? Sure. Is it a bad idea to do it? No, definitely not. Similar to 76, we have different items you can get buffs from in 30 minutes, so you always end and start at my camp. There is that, but they have to be careful how that is implemented into ESO, because that is shady. But they could add that to potions and all that kind of stuff. Or they could add rested XP. They could do that. Fallout's a different design. It works there. Here, it would be tricky. Unless they only did it for Overland, but then if they did that, they'd be rolling back on Craggle and stuff, which barely anybody uses anymore, because most of them got it in their toolset anyway. Or if you didn't know, there's events in Craggle where you kill stuff and you get minor buffs. Just for that zone, which is dated. Made a video about it years ago where you could just get minor berserk all day fucking long. Worked really well, but then as soon as someone died, they lost it. So you didn't have to bring the buff. Actually made a substantial difference back then. Not so much now. Like the idea? Yeah, it's pretty good. You never know. I mean, there's always room for improvement. There's always room for extra stuff to be added. They're going over new systems and stuff all the time. The game allegedly is planning to be around for around 30 years at least. So who knows where to go. Especially if they want to put the massively multiplayer back into the genre itself, as far as this particular franchise is concerned, because they've spent so much time introducing solo stuff, which is good, that people are scared to group. So encouraging some of that would make sense. Like, if you see people hanging out at someone's house all the time, it stands to reason that you're probably going to end up in a conversation with them, and that leads to you playing content with them. If you don't interact with them or don't see them, then that's not going to happen, because that awkward silence or even the hello hasn't happened. Cool, complex to implement it. Complexity is on them. That's their bill to worry about. Just a messenger. How many things they do in both. The feature council just added fishing this year, which is more fun than ESO fishing, so maybe they'll rework that at some point. They need to rework the fishing. I showed Warframe fishing yesterday. Love the fishing in Warframe. Or day before even. So much fun. I will admit that there are achievements and some cool things that you can get from fishing in ESO. I'm not saying it's redundant, but I am saying that I'm not a massive fan of its feature. I don't like it. And that's obviously just because my RNG is so fucking bad. That's the only reason. I know I'm supposed to interrupt him, but I'm waiting. Come on, come on, come on. Don't you dare go down too early. Bastard! Fucking bastard! Do the thing. Gotcha. Thank you. Rethink the vision for houses. It would have been more fun if they made houses in villages. I wouldn't be mad at that. Again, that's another thing that EverQuest put in a long, long time ago, based on the fact that Sony Online Entertainment already had their Star Wars Galaxy side of things, which is basically what Dune are doing now, where you can build anywhere. It would be nice if they had a dedicated area that is a wide open space where you can build towns in. That would be fucking cool. Like, you have a house design and you kind of just drop it in there. I know they've got to take advantage of the actual map that we've already got, but it'd be cool if they had dedicated kind of player instances for that kind of shit. You could have your whole guild fucking village. It'd be incredible. Also, Jaguar, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Where's my hello? Didn't even get a hi, you just come in. Anyone can come in, it's fine. Put up a chat. What the fuck is this? I didn't see him. You add water mounts that you can go fishing with. That makes you travel a lot faster in the water. Also need to add some rare polymorph or something that'd be fished. Polymorph and fishing will be fine. They've already got leads and stuff, so I don't think they're far away from that. When it comes to swimming mounts, we can already swim. When it comes to fishing on a mount, that is something that I wouldn't mind, because I do understand that obviously there's some fishing holes. Look at Tony's stream. She's got a short on there somewhere, or a short clip that she posted on Twitter recently where she got out into the middle of the ocean and there was a fishing spot that you couldn't use. But they have to be very careful about how far you go with the water-based stuff, because they do set parameters in place with swordfish to prevent you from going too far. So they'd have to watch what they do there. They can't extend the zone sizes or anything because they'd fuck with all the hitboxes and it's just too complicated. But being able to fish while on the mount, yeah, that'd be fair. That'd be funny as fuck, actually. Hello? Just barged through the door, blabbing, right? Just came in like, hey, I got stuff to say. Listen. I'm joking, by the way. Welcome in. It's been a day. Since you tagged each other, I'm going to leave that one there so you can have a conversation. Perfectly fine. That is the correct way to do things. If you're on somebody's stream and you're talking to somebody, tag them. Then the streamer doesn't accidentally read you. I know. Most people don't read the fucking chat anyway, but I do, and I've been doing it for years. It's kind of my thing, is that I do read the chat and engage with people as much as possible. I'm not going to make it. Son of a bitch. Ah, Bastardio. Waste of time. Give that... Ah, nearly. Oh, I made it. Please tell me the bear killed that thing. He fucking did as well. Well done. I didn't think I was going to make it. They normally don't let me have it. You normally see the animation and they're like, haha, you lose. What the fuck? You lose. How's an island for a guild? They already created a new island. Make an instance island for the changes per guild and boom, house and village. Right? Give people a limited amount of space per island. Or the big island house. And then just let them plop their house in it. I know I'm using the banner. And I know I should have it running all the time. But you can't. For the sake of maintaining resources, which is really fairly easy to do on this particular build. If you do start running low, turn the fucking banner off. Yes, you're going to sacrifice some DPS for a short period of time, but your recovery is going to come back pretty damn quick. Get dead, please. I press the synergy. Disagree. Also, I fucking folded, by the way, because I'm a massive Warhammer nerd and have been ever since I was a kid. Even though I couldn't afford it, and we had stand-in models. Fucking love the shit out of it. Space Marine 2, which I did have a sponsored stream with a long time ago for PC. I wanted it on PlayStation. Simply because PlayStation's got trophies, and it goes bling. Achievements are on Steam as well, you know. Yes, I know, but PlayStation goes bling. And I've got loads of them. So, I looked at the price. It was 75 quid the other day, which is absolutely fucking abysmal for a game. But it had the Season Pass 1 and 2 of it. So I could get the full version on PlayStation, not on PC. Already got it on PlayStation. And then they put the price up to 109 quid yesterday. Like, fuck that. Fuck that indeed. My mind is made up. I'm not buying it. Too expensive. Then I saw that they were introducing Season 1 of the Season Pass with the full game. So the Year 1 edition for like 33 quid. And then Season Pass 2 for like 32.99, so 33 quid as well. So technically, the whole lot is 66 instead of 75. So fuck it, I got it. And I played it last night a little bit after I did all the worky stuff. Got into some groups. And it is World War Z except Warhammer 40k. And I've got to say, it's fucking brilliant. That no nonsense, get in and smack fucking Tyranid and Chaos all day long. Really, really well thought out, really well done. Well executed. Fucking loved it. How dare you rate it? How dare you rate that game? The game, even? Oh, I'm not rating it. There's no numbers. Just saying I enjoyed it. Pleased I fucking finally got it. On PlayStation. Again, I got it on PC. I wanted it on PlayStation so I can get the trophies. But yeah. A good group experience, would you believe? They rezzed as well. Just want a garden in my house where I can plant my own columbine and harvest once a day. Pizza! First of all, where's my hello? Secondly, fucking good idea. Yes, allow us to farm seeds out in the wild and plant our own plants. You know how fucking cool that would be? Granted, I'd have to have a skill line alongside of it and make it a bit complicated and expensive so that not everybody can do it. And it nukes the market for Telvar and all that kind of stuff because you still want to make sure that that's accessible. But that's a fucking good idea. I like that. Meow. Don't know who thunk of it. It's pretty good. 100% agree. It'd be great. Columbine garden. Imagine that. Now, how much would that be in a crown store? Your own plant pot. Quite a lot. Destroyer, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I haven't pressed the ninja button in a while, so watch your ears. 1k? Farmable mud crabs for well, you can. Yeah, you farm them all. DJ, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Don't give me a really awkward one this time. They did last time. It was terrible. Oh my god, it's miles off. Oh, there it is. Not gonna make it. Jesus Christ. This is fucky, because usually they're in a straight line, or most of the time they're in a straight line. Not this time. They shafted me. If you run on it, every step you take will give you an extra tick of lava damage. So you cannot just run and dodge roll through it. You'll take so much damage. Ridiculous. 1k, 3k if you could harvest it twice a day. 5k if you could harvest it whenever. Yeah, that would be cool as fuck. Got the marker. I want a garden. See? Make it happen to us. All I can see is fucking Bill Bailey out in Black Books. I want a herb garden. But we do. Did you know when we entered this stream today, we didn't know we wanted a herb garden, but now that has happened, we want it? I would invest a serious amount of time in that. But this is the thing. Everyone in the chat wants one, but no one's going to grow their own tomatoes in real life, are they? You're saying about it, but you're not going to do it. You know why? Because you don't get health potions out of those. That's why. That's a valid excuse, and I'll allow it. I want to kill these first, get a high score. Didn't die this time, I was paying attention. Ha 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 ha! Fuck you, Jeff! In real life, fruit and veg forest. A whole forest! Always a greedy one, isn't there? You can even grow your own mounts. Oh my god, mushroom mounts. But mushroom mounts. Place them and walk in there and tap them once a day. Turn into a mega mushroom mount. I have a feeling they prefer players running around on the overland, so zones don't look too empty. That's why I said make it so that they don't make it unbalanced, so that farm and other stuff doesn't die, and so they can farm the seeds in overland. I did said. I don't think it's the case if they just want people to use overland. I think it's the case if they put a lot of effort into the overland, so they want to make sure it's playable. That wouldn't kill it. More people might play it. Shit, take mushrooms are the best mushrooms. You're trying too hard. No, they're not. Whoever told you that was a lie. It's a liar, even. Whoever told you was a lie. There, you're a definition. Boing! Excuse me. All status affected. Fuck, let's go. You can buy a calf and feed it, in like a week it becomes a horse. Oh, you mean like the fucking, like the Kubro in Warframe? You get a puppy and you grow it? I mean, they had morphs and shit for Indrik, so that's not impossible. Now you go and farm your own sheep, and it turns into many different types of sheeps. I mean rams, obviously, not sheeps. You don't put S on the end of multiple sheep. Foal. You go farming tiny horsies. There we go. Yeah, that'd work. Farm your own frog. End up with a frog mount. You could, I mean, it turns into a survival game when you do that. Like, farm your own horse so you can turn into your own mount. And then make sure your horse stays in your house so you can make loads of horse shit come out of it so you can make your plants grow. A little bit survival game. But it would be funny. People would get invested in it for definite. Whereas English is my second language, I'm a pro.
I love winning. Drinks all around.
Grow your own purple chicken. Like, if you get a purple chicken pet, stick it in the ground. Okay, feed it. It turns into a giant one with a saddle. Ooh, imagine a Bantam Guar as a giant pet. It'd be hilarious. These have to die first before Jeff does. That needs to die at the back there. Thank you. It'll be a non-combat pet until it's big enough to be a mount. Exactly. That would be really fucking cool. Grow your a choice, not guaranteed, because obviously you might want to keep them as pets. A choice to grow your non-combat pet into a mount. That would be banging. You could have your own stable with 1 million different colored chickens. Giant ones. And they'd sound different as well. Instead of bark, 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 they got bark, bark. Really fucking loud. Really deep voice fucking chicken noises. That'd be fucking hilarious. Purple chicken goes, fuck off. Oh dear, you start something now. Sounds like a banger. Yeah, 100%. It's because it's not guaranteed. Oh, you could kill the pet, so you have to go farm the fucker again. You log on one day and it goes. Doo -doo 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 -doo. You lost your pet. Purple chicken died. Sorry. Stay out of the stupid. That hurts way too much. Motherfucker. Ah, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Nearly cast my pet. I meant to hit him with the pet, but the pet died. Go through the thing. To a lot of million chickens. Things back to Tamagotchi days. No, because I can hear the bastard dancing. I can hear it in school. It's horrendous. Who's got a Tamagotchi? No one. No one's got one, miss. No one's got one at all. I didn't. We couldn't fucking afford them. And then you got some twat at the back, and you can hear dee 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 dee. Fucker! Why is your Tamagotchi dancing? And it got banned in our school? Yeah, same here. I mean, most people couldn't get one in my school, but they did ban the ones that did. Fucking annoying. As a mechanic, you start with 100 with 0% survival. Careful. Survival rate, it takes 5 days to grow, and you have to feed it for 5 days. Each day will raise it by 15%. So you have 75% chance at the end to win it, to grow it full strength. I did quick maths then. You know what will happen then, don't you? If you give someone 75% chance to succeed, the 25% of the time they fail, they're going to whinge about it not being balanced. And then they're going to backseat dev the shit out of people. 85? 5 15s. Okay. If you say so. 75, sorry. See? We got there eventually. Meow. I am going to get the buff. It's quicker if I don't, but I do less damage if I don't, so fuck it. The time versus the points I'll get from killing them faster, it's worth the trade. Well, at least on this one. Lazy Sork, I just run. This is Maffin. Yeah, we don't do maths here anyway. Doesn't matter, because when you give people real numbers, when they ask for them, they get really confused and then tell you it's wrong. Because it conflicts with their agenda, which is really tricky. We had that before. Oh yeah, how many possibilities are there then? And I explained it. I went, yeah, well that's not realistic, is it? No, that's literally it. Fuck numbers. But yes, that would be cool. The problem is you can't please everyone, and that would create a little bit of unrest with people that lose. Because in 2025, if you play a game, you have to win 100% of the time, and everyone else has to lose. Otherwise, it's not fair. Don't worry, 26 is coming. Can't wait for that. Everything's gonna be better. Honest. Love that. New Year's Eve. Yeah, next year is my year, dude. Just have a fucking drink and shut up. No one needs that. Special buff. Oh, get up there. You can do it. Apparently not. So it's still kind of high. It is still kind of high, but it's not high enough for people that lose. When you've done this long enough, you know exactly what sort of fallout that would create. I wouldn't be mad at it. That'd be fine. But as soon as people start failing, they'll then question the numbers and go, well, technically, that's not actually 75% because I lost 5 times in a row. Whatever. You know how chance works, right? Chance is never absolute anyway. That's why it's called chance. New year, new me. I fucking hate those people. It's a new me this year. No, it's still the same annoying twat we've had last year and the year before. Have a drink and shut up. Enjoy it. Tell everyone how much you love them and fall asleep in the corner. I'm fine with those people if they do that. As soon as they go, new year, new me, I think, oh my god, fuck. Who put fairies in your cornflakes? If you flip a coin, it's 50-50, you still a chance 3 times in a row. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, if you have 25% crit chance, it's not likely that you'll crit very often. But you might crit 10 times in a row. Still possible. As soon as there is an element of possible failure, it's never guaranteed. Success is never guaranteed. Bye-bye. Say new year, new me. I got cybernetics this year. You're the only one that's allowed to do it, Shady. You're the only one. Even me. People that live and laugh and love signs all over their home. Oh, no. No, because you're going to call me out for making fun of those people that have love yourself above their cooker. I'm not saying anything. I didn't say anything then against it. I didn't tell anyone that they're fucking lunatics for mentally torturing themselves into pretending that they're enjoying life by putting love yourself above the cooker. I didn't say that. I'm saying I'm avoiding saying that because that would upset some people. Imagine if I did. Yeah, I know. Crazy, right? I used to work with a dude that did that kind of stuff. And he had no idea that I'd figured him out because he wasn't very smart. He did his cold call and shit. That's a segue to something else. But it was Sky, believe it or not. That was really lucky. I landed on a green orb that I didn't know was there. And only lasted like 2 fucking days. I bailed. Fuck them. They had this dude going to the doors all the time. In and out, knocking on the doors. And every time he left the house, every time he got called a cunt, he circled something on his clipboard and ran off laughing. He was quite young at the time. He must have been like 25, 26, something like that. Bit poncy. And he kept circling his clipboard, running over and over and over. Every single one. And again. And I was like, what the fuck is he doing? And I looked at his clipboard and he had Ibiza on it. Like, dude, you are getting verbally abused all day, every single day. And to remind yourself of why you're going through this torture, you keep circling your goal. Like, dude, get the fuck out of this job. Going back home, nearly cutting himself every fucking night. Dude, don't do that. I understand that you have a goal and you want to look forward to it and you can count the days down to when you make it happen. But if every single person that says something negative about you, you have to do that self-help shit and circle a reward for yourself, you're a fucking puppy. Waiting for a treat. That's terrible. But yeah, slight segue into that. The wording. I'm not going to go any further from it, apart from this one. I already mentioned at the beginning of the stream what I thought. Basically, what they've done digitally in their thing is relation to those that they think are listening. So, what I mean by that, if there's a big, fat, balding old bloke come to your door, hello, do you want to buy a Sky? No, you fucking don't. Get off my doorstep, you creepy weirdo. Just imagine you're like 20 or 30 or so, even if you are. You got some bald and fat Sky guy, turns up and he goes, ha! Want to buy a Sky? You don't want to know. Dodgy geezer, get rid of him. But if someone comes to your doorstep, they're dressed in relatively urbanish clothes, they don't have a balaclava on this time, and they start talking to you with a London accent, relating to you on the level, you're more likely to have a longer conversation with them, aren't you? They both want the same fucking thing, but they deliver it very differently. One of them's a fairly good salesman, by the way. But that is exactly what happened in that post. That's my way of describing it. But they have a pool table beside their desk as well. That tactic is being applied. This Sky? Oh, fucking TV channels and shit. So, while it is a tactic, it's silly assuming that people don't know. And people that don't know won't really get it. Come over here. Get off. I don't have time. Fuck. I'm gonna go around again. If it's confusing what I'm doing, by the way, these are channeling. I need to interrupt them and go around the room and bash them all. Otherwise, he's the wrong one. He's needs to be killed in that fiery stuff. I'm gonna go north side is Cold Harbor. I have a dig site there, but can't find a way. Have you done the story? Because that's related to that. The main quest, Osin, if you haven't done it, you won't have access to it. You can get there via a way shrine, though, if somebody else is already there. Nope, you haven't. That's what I thought. If anyone is on your server and they have access to the way shrines there, you can travel to them. Cheesy, but it works. I think New ESO is a long while, but it's just me. Oh no, it's not bad news. I never said it was. That's why you have to listen carefully to our word things, otherwise people make up what they think I said. I said it's bad news, just delivered incorrectly. And let's go! Live in the Midwestern US, there's people there that put salt life stickers on their car, and I'm thinking, what? Like salt from the state trucks for snow, because there's no ocean near me. You have some very strange people there. I'm gonna wait for what you say, because I know that you'll be honest and direct, not to mention the fact that we are alike. This is true. That does help. Minions. I fucked up this pull. Big beam, straight through the fucking middle. Don't you dare get me. Prick. This is normally a lot cleaner than this. Stacks, lovely. That's what we wanted. Now, I don't want to fuck with any other enemies, and I do want to kill her before the circle starts. Not gonna happen. Oh, maybe. Pushing it. Yeah, we'll be fine. Gotta get it to 10%. Yay! Piece of piss. That was close, wasn't it? Why do I go behind him? Because he runs backwards after that cast. Now I'll put him nearer to the portal so I can get there quicker when he dies. Yes, that was already planned, already thunk of it. Bye. Where the fuck is it? Aim in the direction you want to go to, which is over there. Mind your feet. Sit down, please. Thank you very much. Buddy boy. But yeah, it's all part and parcel of that particular story, Osin. So if you do get to the Cold Harbor part and you get to the very top of the map, that's when you have the rest of it open. Bye. Where the fuck is it? Miles away, over there. Run! We've got to fight Flamey Boy, then we're done. Trigger that to get the dude in the room. There we go. Yes, they are connected. You have to trigger one by hitting the boss in order to make him spawn and then stack them together. Of course you make me go that way. This is quick. Not as quick as I would like it to be. Can do far better. It's decent considering I'm live streaming and reading chat. Person I got there got dead in that room. AoE was majorly confused. Where did I go? Ah, man. So there are some enemies that I have bypassed. It takes you longer to do, but it gives you a higher score. So if you are that quick or quicker, and you're going to look at sort of the 300 club, 29 minutes, you can, this Lazy Sock, I think I did it in 27. But anyway, there's a side path in the blue area. Just before the last tunnel, before the Titan, go off to the right, that's where the secret is. Technically speaking, there is a tunnel area there, like a portal you go and kill loads of ads and get out again, or trash. They're really, really weak. There's nothing really major in there, no major bosses or nothing, just tiny little scamps. You kill those and come back, it takes you longer, but your score's higher. Because the individual enemies all count. The secret does not. But what you're using, stamina, magicka, whatever, determines realistically which secrets you should take. If I'm going for a really, really, really fast score, I won't take the buffs. I will just kill all the enemies. But it does mean that you risk doing less damage on the last boss, because you haven't got the buffs. So it might take you slightly longer there. So the trade-off is close. Anyway, that was good. People, final shout for subs. For those at the beginning that were here, you're amazing. Thank you very much. For those that weren't, last month we had an amazing fucking stream where I hit like 700 subs in 1 or 2 streams, and they were gifted subs, so they eventually fall off. That was today. So while the numbers may look like I'm going for a very ambitious goal, which I am, the reason the numbers are lower is because they fell off. So if you haven't dropped subs and you planned to for Christmas, do it whenever you want. But today is a good one for it.
I love winning.
Thank you for the follow.
Drinks all around.
Engage brain. Swap characters, I think. Also, VVH in the chat if you want the guide for the Vatran Hollows. BFG if you want the build. I got Lazy Sork now. I haven't been in there for Lazy Sork forever. Thank you for the link. Much appreciated. Log out. Yes, please. See, I would go with popcorn, but that's not really designed for that. Although you can. And the heels are a bit off at the moment. Off balance. Sure. This hasn't been played on stream for ages. I don't know what mode he's in. He might be in one of the 4 different builds. Probably only beams. Maybe 1 bar pla. Got 2 bars. That's only beams. Possibly. Yes. That is only beams. Swap this out. Grasshopper, come here. Did I save this? Only beams, yes. I'm going to double check that I saved this by saving it in its current state. Good. 1 bar, no. AoE, yes. Let's go with that one, actually. Infinite Archive. Should we go with the Infinite Archive? Which one is this? Big Booms. We're going to go with Big Booms. I forgot the fucking name for it there. I haven't played this in there for fucking ever. And he's got his evil Raiden costume on. Look at him. Isn't he mega? With his red lightning. Not in his staff, because we can't do that. Yeah, that'll work. Bring the pale order is on. All the rest of the stuff is on. Food. Banging. Potions. Yes, please. I am going to need to use spell pots because I don't have sorcery on this in any other way. This should be fun. Once it is set to vet. Grasshopper, go away. That's how you say his name, by the way. Social group. No, wrong button. Vet. Yes, please. Please tell me I didn't save a fucking quest from God knows when. That would be annoying. I think this one I got 300k on. On live stream, actually. Don't remember which version of the build I was using, though. Also, bear in mind, this requires kills in order for it to be strong. So we're going a different route now. Bye! We're also going to risk it. We are going to not take more than one secret. I'm going to leave the health secret, take the magic one. But that does mean I'm very susceptible to damage on the fire phase. Or the fire route even.
Oh, an outsider.
An outsider. I never talk to him. VVH! Oh, it's already there. Fuck it, ignore me. Get dead, please. Kill. I want to kill all these because I want to get all the points. Might be better with a regular off balance build. Hard to tell. Pop, pop, pop. No, you asshole. Wrong target. Would be nice if Jesus beam fired. Nope. 3, 2, 1, interrupt.
Require my blessing before harming.
I think I'm better off with the other version. Boing, boing. It'll still be fine. Still work.
Do not wilt from this challenge, Hunter.
No. Ow.
This shell brings your death.
Asshole.
My allies surround me.
The wall is going to be weaker on this one because I'm using the frost one. Intentionally, but this is an infinite archive build, so this may not be as beneficial as the other one. Speed-wise, I might be better off with the original off balance. If I'm going for a really fast one. But it'll still work, you can still do it. The other one's quicker. Quick enough. I'm back to 10 for 3 days ago, love it. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. You didn't say hello. Where's my hello? Hello. We got there. Welcome in. I can already feel the difference. The damage up front is perfectly fine for content anyway. It's not a problem. We've used it in all sorts of stuff. But you are going to suffer when it comes to AoE because your wall is weaker in order to give you defenses. Which is valid. You're not going to not be able to do it. But I have a setup that is faster. So I want to make sure I use that instead. I'm going to kill this dude and get the fuck out of here and reset it. Jesus beam fire. Why the fuck is he crouching? He's got Jesus beam coming out of his hands. Out of his chest even, and he's not even animated. What the fuck happened there? Oh, I love it. Can't use Grasshopper in here. I know. I need to reset the fucking thing. Let's travel there. So it functions perfectly fine. There's no danger in it. It does work. The more ads you kill, the more damage you do. But that's more defensive than offensive. And I want something to be a complete glass cannon. If I've got it saved. This one. See, Zahn's not going to be any good. One bar is really good, obviously. Only beams? No. Infinite Archive is obviously the wrong one, because we just checked that. want to use one bar. One's actually more damage. Oh, that's why, because the Zerblight is on there and it doesn't do the boom anymore for AoEs. Makes sense. One bar we could probably get away with. You go one bar pla? Yeah, fuck it. Quick build. Reset the group. Before I do that, I need to dump the quest. Janelle quest. Dump. Abandon. Grasshopper, goodbye. Then change it back to normal. Vet even. Now, with this, you do have less AoE on the ground. But you do have a lot of upfront buffs and bonuses based on the one ring. So, this is the easier version of off balance. Looks like off balance isn't even saved anymore, so I probably need to change that out. How long have I got? Once this goes under 300 gold, if you've got all your passives and shit, that will then be open and reset. Skills, champion points. Where the fuck am I? I might need to put a different champion point on for heals, actually. Because I heal off my jabs and Jesus beam, but I don't have an active heal. So, mind you, I've got Soul Trap. That'll give me resources as well. Trade-off. Indecisive today. And it's getting late, so the pace is slowing down a little bit. Sticks, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the beer. I forget to hydrate. I know. Don't you love those? Hey, your lid is attached. Brilliant. Now it just gets in the fucking way. Four. I'm gonna be here for fucking ever. Let's go repair and stuff first. In fact, it's gonna change the timer now because I traveled for free. No Wigger Group Templars builds on your website. Tired of rune blades and beams. Yes. So, what content are you playing? Dungeons, trials, and stuff, or are you trying for Infinite Archive, Maelstrom, etc., etc.? Maelstrom doesn't matter. You can use any of them, but what are you trying to play? Trials and dungeons, off balance. Put exclamation point off balance in the chat. 1 bar or 2 bar? Ox OP. Only if you're good at using them, and only if you can actually maintain a beam. You have to remember in mechanics, you got to stop the beam all the time, then you got to build it right back up again, which most people don't actually do, and they dismiss the fact that it's a real thing. 2, yeah, take off balance. There's nothing it won't do. Hits like a truck. Easy peasy to fucking use. I was going to use that right now, but I haven't got it saved by the looks of it. I'm using the 1 bar one instead. Yeah, this one is... Ooh, maybe I haven't updated it. Bear with me. Let me see when the last one was. Technically, that does still function as intended. Do you know what? I'm going to tell you an easier version. Take that particular build, exclamation point off balance in the chat. Use the single target variant, the one that's got Reliquant on it. Use that. Don't use the Zerbolite version because, well, it does still work, but that relies on your group stack and stuff very heavily, and it doesn't apply off of Jesus Beam or Jabs or anything like that anymore. It hasn't done for quite some time. But if you use the single target variant, especially if you're used to trials and stuff, that one's going to be better for you. How's it going? Exodus, welcome to the stream. Why is my grasshopper dude doing stuff?
Winning. I love winning.
Yeah, no worries. In fact, I might get away with that here. Maybe I do have that version saved. I might do. Single target version. That is a Reliquant. Zahn's no good to me in here, because it's just going to apply, and then someone's going to die, and then I'm going to lose it. But that's the basic of the build. Only beams is Maga. If you haven't seen that before, that's on the website as well. Beast traps have been no good for me. Fuck it, we'll go 1 bar plar. Why not? Exclamation point 1 bar plar in the chat if you want to see the build. We're gonna now attempt it in Vatterstrand and not die. Does it work in there? Yes. Am I gonna die? Probably. I died on the BFG earlier. I haven't died in here in like 2 years. So that's how much attention I'm paying today. Get the excuses out nice and quick. Thank you for the link. Please tell me it's reset. Yes, good. Boing. So easy to fucking use. You do have to watch your heals though. If you don't have one, you might want to put one on. You can use soul magic skills, so soul trap. The consuming trap does give you resources back if anything dies. You get 20% of health, magic, and stamina per kill. So if you can maintain that, you're good. But in a single target fight, you might need to be a little bit careful. Or a little bit more careful. So that's when, in the video, I recommend putting on this. So we'll see how it goes. I'll see how the first round goes, and then I might change it. I do like the resources back, though. What am I on? Magicka? Food. Potion. Stamina 1 first. So in here first to get the grapple, to get the buff from there, to then get the health from there. That will make more sense if you watch the guide.
Hunter's Grotto.
Wrong target. Dead anyway, never mind. Please pop. Hey, that works. Look how much fun 1 bar plar is. Disgusting. Ah, don't stun me, bastard. Oh, that was a really bad start. Oh, I got stunned during a Jesus beam. That's fucking terrible. Fuck it, we're gonna keep going. I'm not resetting that again. Remember when I said I don't die in here? Fuck that up. I got stunned during a Jesus beam, mum. It happens, but it fucking does. If it's infinite archive, I could just reset, but you can't reset these instantly anymore. Oh, say anymore. You can't. You never could. I thought I was out of it, but apparently not. I've also forgotten that Jesus beam lasts forever now. So helpful. We'll pretend that didn't happen, right? Ah. It splats. I'm hippies. Bumbo, stop it. What happened? I got fucking stunned while I was Jesus beaming. I wasn't paying attention. And died. Got insta-nuked by a troll. You got wrecked. Oh dear. You think he hits hard then? You should use this as your last arena. It hits like a truck. I did a dumb, basically. 3, 2, 1, do it. Thank you.
New host serves me better.
Wasn't my fault this time. It was not your fault this time. That is very true. Why is the cat on my feet? Hello, cat. Whoops. Stop it, please. Sure he changed. I didn't. That's what I get for looking left. There's an emote for it. Don't look left. I thought he interrupted me. He didn't. Bye. I'm not looting it. See, that's the only problem. I don't have an active heal. So I need to actually hit stuff. You can swap to Vigor. Perfectly fine, but I'm not doing it at the moment. You can see how I get on. Lag? Oh, yeah, that's exactly what... I'm glad you were here to see that. Definitely lag. See? Wasn't my fault. I knew it. Up. I got too confident with it. Wasn't paying attention. Got dead. Fuck it. Pop. He's gonna stun me. 3, 2, 1. He's not doing it. Watch him stun me mid-Jesus beam. Dick. Thank you. Hate this. It is busted and always has been. For very clean technical issues, but it's something that they never resolved. Love your streams, baby. Killing it. Dropped on a follow so I can see more. Thank you very much, Exodus. You're a legend. Thank you for joining. Thank you for that follow. YouTube in the chat if you want to see more. I do upload the VODs, and also there's a fuck ton of builds and guide videos on the YouTube channel, as well as a website. Website in the chat for more about that. Currently going through an entire revamp of the website. It's going to take me another year, but I'm getting there. Meow. It's taking up a metric fuck ton of my time at the moment. Wow. Do you not stand in front of him when he puts his head in the ground? Do the thing. I do like the long Jesus beam. That is fucking fun. Far more cost effective as well. Long channel, long cost. Short channel, short cost. Or less. Whatever word you want to use. Come here, please. Maintain resources, otherwise I'm in trouble. 3, 2, 1, block. Change. Do the change. Thank you. And once he brings in all his little mates, that'll be a lot easier to maintain resources because I can just use them. That was the slowest cast ever. Come on, come on. Do the thing. You're making me waste my time here. Thank you. Oh, fuck me, it didn't work. Andrew Ungen, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Bit of cake in the chat and a shout out, please. What is he, red? Needs to go to blue. Wink. Ah, yeah, fucker. I was blocking. Thank you for the fart! Who did a fart? Buddha, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Have a shout out. Buddha didn't even say hello to me. Mom! Don't you dare change. Bastard face. There's 2 farts. Easy, thank you for the fart. Whoops, wrong button. Oh, no. Ah, fuck, I missed it. I did get it. Whatever. What are you, blue? You need to be over here anyway. Oh my god. Thank you for the shout out. It's taking me longer than intended. Bye. That was nice. Thank you very much. There's a lot being redone on the website, so if you're looking at the older pages, the information is still mostly relevant, but the visuals and the whole site itself, generally speaking, is being changed. The pages that are new, 2 examples, is obviously the front page, but VMA, so put VMA in the chat, or BFG. Those ones are what you can expect to see as a continuation of what I've done design-wise. If you go as far back as stuff like maybe Herstein's hammer, so put Herstein in the chat, that's how it used to look. I'm knee-deep in shit there. It's going to take me a metric fuck ton of time, and it is killing me, but I'll get there. Not only will that be better for everyone performance-wise, but accessibility-wise as well. It's got a hell of a lot of benefits to it as far as the consumer or viewer is concerned. And for me as well, because eventually, I mean, applying new information will be a lot easier. Or adding new information even. Lip up. Going for the secret. I need the extra damage. How is that going to be a command, Dynamite Alum? You're supposed to say hello. Wing. Welcome in. How you doing? Don't do that. Don't do that. Ah, man. Thank you for the fire. Dare I ask what you were looking for? Hello? Indeed. Realize you're British. It took him long enough. Bash around Hololink. It's all about mechanics, guys are the best. Thank you very much. Pew. So now I have access to secret orbs that will make that even stronger. As you can see over there, that one. Their locations are random. They've got specific locations, sure, but they're random as to which one per orb they will spawn in. So that's a pain in the ass to get right. Sometimes you get lucky and it's really, really fast. Other times, not so much. Come with me. He's not coming. Lunatic. Nope. No. This is going to go either really good or absolutely fucking horrendous. Nope, 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 nope. Skills fire, please. What the fuck? Fucking skills are not firing very well. His hitboxes are screwed today. Hit him, hit him. Not gonna happen. Fucking teleported. Where's he gone? He's down, he's down, he's gonna enrage. Ah, you bastard! Fuck, I had him. You suck, feet. I had him. 2 seconds shorter, I would have got him. Never mind. The trick is to kill them both roughly the same time. I love that Jesus beam. It's so much better. Should be all of them. Yes! Nice. Engage brain. Forgot which way I was fucking going then. Nope. I'm gonna kill you while I'm walking down the hill. Then you can come join your mates. Don't need the chest? No, I don't fucking need them. Generally speaking, I would, but it's taking time. You need to come over here, mate. Yo. Oh, that was unfortunate. Oh, I got stuck. I was trying to move to the left to get in front of the eye. Lost it there. And, was stuck on a stone. Stood in Pumbaa for too long. Not a good run. One major fuck up at the beginning by standing in troll juice, and then this one, I completely screwed it. Whoops.
Hello there.
Hello there. How you doing, Jesse? Welcome in. There's a little pebble here. Right fucking here. Got stuck. No, nearly got stuck again. I can see it this time. Don't do that. This is one of those streams where I show you what not to do. Come in. Oh, of course. Bring them both together and one decides to go the other way. What the fuck are you doing? Anyone that's a tank knows exactly what just happened and is also boggling at why. You line of sight them both and then they decide to go different directions. Perfect. Rip score. This is under 300. Like way under. Do you mind? I'm not doing very well at this blocking, love. Line of sight myth lately. Got hit in Infinite Archive through the secret wall. Yeah, it's been a bit fucky, to say the least. I'm gonna have to reset. Ah, balls. To be fair, if I was going for a serious I must get a good score or else run, I would have quit fucking ages ago. I don't have enough time on stream to do that today. Run! Not going to reach that. Not in time. Gimme, gimme. In seconds, not going to do it. No, we just have to leave the fucking points. Bollocks. Oh, I didn't see the scam. Okay, this is going to be a finish run, not a score run, because we've already fucked it. 2 deaths that shouldn't have happened. Mr. whatever she was called, Harvester. Ran through the portal twice. And of course, Sod's Law gives me all the buffs along the way when I make fuck-ups. This is what I would call a shit run. So these are irrelevant right now. Seeing as the score's fucked anyway, bollocks to him. Meow. Except for you. So, this direction over here, down there, that's where your extra points are. In fact, we'll get them. No, we won't. Fuck it. There's a tunnel down there, much like this white portal over here that I just ran through. Go through, you kill like 8 fucking scamps and then come out again. And then come all the way back. It does feel like you're spending too much time in that particular location, but it does give you a much, much higher score. That hurt a lot. I'm in trouble. I'm gonna actually kill him today. Where the fuck is the rest of them? Oh no, we have more. Arguably, I should have gone for that heal. You never know what's going to happen. I should have gone for a heal on this one. The eyeball's behind me, of course he is. Shit, I'm in trouble. I'm going to die. No, fuck am I? Aha! I've ruined it. Fuck this! I've had a shit run. Excuse me, I lost my voice. It's almost time anyway. If I stay in there much longer, I'm going to run out of time. So, we will call that a shit run and go home. People, I'm off. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Massively appreciate the support. If you're not subscribing on YouTube or follow on Twitch, hit the buttons, they are free. Furthermore, if you want to help support outside the channel, there are some links in socials for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the website's zonagaming.com, Patreon, Throne, Buy Me a Coffee, and merch. There are more builds coming, there's more website updates coming, there's more VODs going up live on YouTube, but bear in mind I'm not going to upload the wall stuff because they're going somewhere else. I explained that earlier. It's just too many streams that are too similar. They're boring. Good to see you're human. Yeah, I fucked up today. You saw the BFG run. That was really good. This one, not so much. Anyway, I will be live on Thursday because tomorrow is the day off day officially. Although I'll still be working, I won't be streaming. So see you then. Bye-bye.